into the game. I'm going to tab over to this screen. I'm going to turn some music on, and we are going to get started. When last we left our heroes, they had a minute to chill. They managed to explore the city, pick up a whole mess of side quests, and got an in-room on Prince Wakonga Otamu's dime, wherein they were able to relax, eat, take stock of their supplies, clean up, and were treated to a spa day, so to speak, complete with haircut and shave if they so desired it. I think we fade in on this session. You guys have had your long rest, you guys have had your morning craziness. And I think we catch up with the party, excuse me, on the street of Port Nyanzaru, getting ready to leave. You've done everything you need to do, as I understand it. We have a full complement this week, so the next step is to go into the jungle, yes? Unless I'm mistaken, and there's something that you guys still feel that you need to do or want to do before you go.
There was still some supplies I needed to grab at the old city.
Okay. Oh, yes. You needed to get those, the gunsmithing supplies. The bullet crafting supplies, I should say.
Yeah.
We could fade in, cause since that's outside the walls anyway. We could fade in with you.
There's also that guy we were supposed to wait for at the inn.
There was the guy you're supposed to wait for at the end. There was also the dock master. So it sounds like we have some stuff we need to do in the city still. What I was going to say though is we could fade in with Brick finishing his purchases in the old city if you guys wanted. About how much gunpowder did you want to make, Brick?
Like,
are we talking an order of magnitude of tons?
No. Like, how much do I want? Probably enough for, like, I don't know, like 30, 40 bullets.
Oh, so not much at all. I assume, like, because gunpowder is measured in individual grains. So for, like, 30, 40 bullets, you wouldn't need that much. You would need, like, you know, more than a vial, because a vial is 2 ounces, but you wouldn't need that much. You could get, like, a bottle, like an 8 to 10 ounce bottle full, like, mix it all together, put it in the bottle, and you'd be good, I think.
Probably like a second water skin, except it's filled with gunpowder.
Yeah.
Like, the other question is, how much would that amount cost me?
Not much, because they don't know what it, like, they don't know the chemical, like, composition that you're making it out of, so you're basically buying stinky rocks that are a little bit good for medicine, you're buying pickling salt, effectively, and you're buying charcoal, which is plentiful and useful, especially as bug repellent, but it's not exactly expensive. All told, to fill up a water skin, or something thereof, which is like 6 pounds of whatever when it's full, you're looking at maybe 10 gold.
That'll work.
Now, you'll need to spend some time to, like, crush it and mill it and, you know, make the damn thing, but you've got the supplies. Now, the supplies themselves would be kind of heavy. What I'll do is you could just mark it on your inventory as, like, raw gunpowder components, and you'll mill it down into what you need, right? But for right now, you got probably... Make 6 pounds of gunpowder, you want to clear out all the unusable stuff, make sure you have enough. You've probably got, like, 18 pounds of rocks on you.
18.
And that way you have, like, you know, like, I assume a good bit of it will be wasted when you make the gunpowder, so I just went with 3 times more than what you asked for.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a lot of raw supplies, and I'm really glad I have 18 strength right now.
Oh, yeah. You could also just like put it on a cart if you wanted to take a cart with you. So yeah, we see Brick like finishing up his supply run. You guys are in. I'll bring up the map for you. You guys are in the. I don't think it's called the Old City specifically, but I don't remember what it is called. It's called. Oh, it is called the Old City. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's morning in the Old City. You guys have had breakfast, so it's probably about 10 a.m. or so. Just finishing up your supplies, and you guys are standing like relatively near Executioner's Run, probably in front of like a charcoal maker's establishment with a bunch of kilns, round back.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Can't say I ever wanted to get anywhere near this place again.
We came here one time, and we didn't even come here. Oh, you mean the pit? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Stop looking at it.
Holds chicken close.
Yeah.
Rolls eyes at annoyance.
So some of you look a little bit different with your level up. I know Ren has some new kitsch. Brick's got all of his supplies now, and Scratch is Sans armor.
Should you really be going into the jungle without armor, Scratch?
I was significantly held down by wearing it.
If you insist.
And we saw how well it helped him inside the city.
Fair enough.
The last time I buy armor, I will tell you that much.
At least the cleaning fine got all the cat fur out of my Stitcher spider.
So what else do you guys need to get finished in the city?
Stuff we need to handle now?
Stuff you intend to handle before you leave.
I can't get my stuff back until I go handle the quest in the jungle, so...
Yeah, you
If you
guys
guys-
need to find the red wizards, and when you find those, you can report back to Inete, and she will tell Uncle Zavala that
I made
he
good on my
owes you a
promise.
favor. Yeah.
If you guys wanted to, we could take care of Taban while we're here.
It's true. You can take care of Taban while you're here.
Who?
That's
The
the
gladiator.
the debt.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that's the
Ah, right.
gladiator. That's the Kalahu's debt is Taban.
Do we want... I mean, we can take care of that. Get it while we're still here.
It would be useful because I still need a pearl and an owl feather for my identify spell.
You have an arcane focus?
Or a component pouch.
Well, no. Do you have an arcane focus?
No.
You don't.
Or
You should
at least I
start
think
with
for
one.
for artificers, I think it's my.
The
Alright.
answer to the question is yes, Fox. They do.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's my tools.
Yeah. Then you only need the pearl. If you have an
Oh,
arcane
okay.
focus, then the only material components you need are ones that have a specific cost.
So
Okay.
something expensive like a pearl.
Right. Or a diamond,
Ah.
or a ruby, or whatever. Yeah. Like you don't need.
Anything
You
that
don't.
has a value listed in the spell.
Now, that
Alright.
being said, if you want to have the owl feather just in case you lose your tools, I'm not going to fault you for that, but just to be clear, you don't need it.
Alright.
You do need the pearl, though.
Yeah.
So you can go try to find Taban in the Colosseum. If you want, you could go find the Harbor Master. The Prince Wakongo Otamu did ask you to go and see Zendar before you left. You haven't done that yet. And You also have Roka, I believe. You need to go find Roka at some point. If you want to bring him with you to Fort Valerian. It's up to you. So what's the play?
Try to get some city quest done first.
Yeah, I was gonna say we go deal with Talban.
Okay. So, we established that the Colosseum is here, I believe, Gamzee, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
So you need to, like, pass back into the gates of the city, which there's not a toll or anything, you can just do that. I always find it weird that there's not a toll at the gates of Port Nyanzaru because of how capitalistic the city is. But then I remember you can't really take a toll when there's dinosaurs chasing you, so I get it. One of the things it specifically says about Port Nyanzaru, it says the way they structure their capitalism seems counterintuitive, but in my notes it specifically says most Choltons are good-hearted at their core, and that's why the system works, which I thought is cute.
Aww.
So yeah, you guys pass back into the city, you walk around the Grand Souk, you make your way to the arena. Now, here's the thing.
You can probably smell this Coliseum before you see it.
That is one thing that I was going to say. The other thing is, Scratch, you live here. I don't know how often you frequent the Coliseum, but there's two things you need to be aware of. One, the militia of Cholt, the city guards, the police force, and most of the firefighters are also gladiators.
Oh boy.
And two, Talbot's probably got friends. You don't know for sure because you don't know him. He might be like just a complete fuckwit and nobody wants anything to do with him. But if you roll into like the gladiators barracks and be like, I'm looking for Spartacus, there is a chance that 10 guys are going to stand up and say, I'm Spartacus.
Do we know what this guy looks like?
No. You do not. The only thing Kalahu gave you was a name. And then, unless I'm mistaken, which is entirely possible, you haven't done any research on this guy.
We have not.
What do you want to do?
Oh.
I'm all for 3 tourists and Scratch rolling into the gladiator barracks and being like, Taban, where's my money? I'm 100% approving of that. But
That's how we all die.
Okay, I've got a plan.
I mean, no, more accurately, that's how you get thrown in the arena, but would that in turn might lead to you dying, depending.
The doctor can't fight, so...
The doctor can absolutely fight. She
As
just
long
can't
as
strike
the other
first.
people fight first.
Well, fight.
The doctor can fight as much as she wants. She just has to bait the other guy into swinging first.
Yeah. I imagine
So-
that isn't too hard with how she is, though.
The doctor is also neutral good. Just saying.
I know. She wouldn't ever do it.
Scratch?
I have a plan. Going to go in, and we're going to ask for Taban under the claims we're making a deal for a coming fight.
So you're going to rig a fight.
That's what we're gonna claim to be doing.
That's how you get arrested.
That's true.
I repeat, the gladiators are the police force.
Yeah.
If you want to do that,
I got it. I got it. We go to him. We go looking for him under there. Under the claim, we're here to offer him a sponsorship.
from whom?
Scrat and 3 fucking tourists.
One of the most well-known names in all of Port Lanzaru. Scratch face of a cold coin.
You want to? Okay, you know what? I want to see how that plays out. I want to see how the other one plays out too. But so, like, what do you tell the others as you approach the arena? I guess is the question.
So,
Go in there and follow my lead.
so I do have a plan.
And that is?
I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's a good plan.
Most plans aren't. Ask Sparky.
Again, we agreed not to talk about it.
It was
So-
one.
So here's the idea. I'm going to sponsor Tabon.
I'm sorry, you're gonna what?
I'm going to become his sponsor. I pay for things. In return, he fights better.
Hey, Scratch, ping on the map where you're having this conversation, please.
You caught me as I took a sip. Hang on, my mouse is fucking with me. I was thinking over here.
Okay, so you're like starting to go up the steps to the gladiator arena. I don't remember the name of it. I keep wanting to call it the Ring of Blood. That's not right.
Definitely a good name, though.
It's a good name. I'm using it for something else. So you guys are like here-ish, and you need to go up here to get into the arena. Cool. Continue your conversation.
Isn't that the exact opposite of what we're supposed to be doing?
Shush, 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 shush.
Trust me, it's a great plan.
And he winks.
Narrows eyes in medicine.
Come on, I'm sure you know what I'm thinking here, right, Sparky?
Sparky just shakes his head some. If it goes like your last plan, we're going to see more flaming dinosaurs, aren't we?
I don't know about dinosaurs, but, well, flaming people, that's a different story.
Medical concerns.
A man in the lower city once told me that people make very good kindling.
That's concerning.
Yes, it is. I ran away very quickly.
Well,
Would-
it helps us find him.
Yeah, it's a matter of if we can even find him.
That's the thing. Offering the sponsorship should give quite the incentive to show up.
If you think this even has the slightest chance of working, it's better than anything I could do.
It is wonderful to hear you're on board, Doctor, because you're a crucial part of the plan.
What?
Well, you're a doctor.
I'm losing Scratch's voice. Shit.
It happens.
You are a doctor. As a sponsor, I will have to show proof of my ability to take care of my fighter.
What's y'all's passive perception, just out of curiosity?
Fuck!
I haven't opened my sheet yet. Let me do that.
I have a 11.
Okay.
12.
11.
I have...
Vader, what's your passive perception?
12.
So the highest is 12?
Nope.
Yep.
Highest is 14.
Who had 14?
Me.
I thought you said you had 11.
No, I was making a joke off of. No, I have 14.
Okay. Cool. Keep talking.
Ooh, don't like that.
Concerns intensify.
As a contractor, I must prove my ability to take care of my fighter. If I have a doctor at my side, then it will look very good.
As long as I don't have to start any fights, then I can certainly help where I can. Considering I can smell blood from here, that's very likely, isn't it?
Probably.
It's an arena. You're going to see far more than blood here.
So you guys are walking along the street here, the walled street.
Yeah.
At about this point, you say like, I can smell blood. Brick's like, it's an arena. What do you expect? You notice there's nobody else on the street.
Scratch, is this normal?
Yes, but only when I'm about to be killed. I'm about to be killed.
So yeah. Do you stop walking?
Probably not.
Okay. Oh, good. You're already on the initiative list. That's great.
What? We're not gonna re-roll that? That's from last.
No. Yeah, you can
Funny.
re-roll it, but you're already on the thing, which is nice. I don't have to put you
Oh.
in.
Yeah.
So yeah, you say like, so you don't stop walking. You're like, I'm going to be killed. Around the side of a building, coming down the stairs, you see the head and neck of this motherfucker.
Scratch, what the hell is that?
A big stomping foot steps down onto the pavement. I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
That is a dinosaur. Hang on. I know that one. I do. Give me a second. Because I'm almost certain Scratch would know it.
Yup.
I don't know what it's called. Me, Gamzee, does not. Oh shit, that's lit.
Yup.
Oh good.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
this big stompy lizard comes in into view, and it's doing the Jurassic Park thing where it like sweeps its head from side to side, and one of its forward-facing eyes falls on the party, and you see its pupil elongate, and it just opens its mouth and roars.
Sue Lorelei screams. That's just fact.
Yeah, probably. So, Brick,
Sure did.
you're acting first. What would you like to do?
Push to Paku.
Brick takes his gun and fires. Fuck this thing.
Just immediately gun, bang! Alright, make your shot.
Fuck this dinosaur and its owner.
Brick is fucking over this.
Yes, he is. That's not gonna
I've
hit,
been in
I'm
for
afraid.
2 days and I'm fucking sick of this place.
So, what's the misfire on your gun? You rolled a 3, so I think you're good. I just need to make sure.
I'm pretty sure the misfire on this thing is a 1 or a 2.
Okay, cool. So you pull out your gun, shot goes
Yeah,
wide.
it says right there, misfire 1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, shot goes wide. The beast turns to the 4 of you. The battle is on. Dr. Lorelei, it is your turn.
Looks at Scratch. Should we run?
Yes.
All right then.
The easy answer is yes. The difficult answer is we can't.
Yeah, this thing, like, Scratch, on your turn, if you want to make a nature check and find out about this creature, you can. But this thing looks like it's built to run.
Ugh.
By the look of its body, it's a, shall we say, endurance predator.
Great. Sue's gonna pull her nightstick, put Henrietta on her back, and prepare an action. If that thing gets close within hitting range, it's getting whacked.
Okay? Sparky.
Okay, Sparky is going to maneuver. Oh wait, wrong. About here
Okay, move up.
to get a clear shot, and then we'll pull out his crossbow and shoot.
Okay, make your shot. Play a crossbow. No effect. Bounces off the hide of this thing.
Aw.
Scratch. You have higher dex, I think. Actually, let me double check that. What's your dex? Because this thing has high
I have
dex.
18.
You have 18. Okay. You're going first, but you're acting at the same time. So you have a very narrow margin to act, Scratch.
Okay. So, first, that nature check, is it going to be an action?
Sorry?
That nature check you offered me an action?
No. This is either you know it or you don't. This isn't to study the thing. This is just to, like, look at this giant feathered, like, bipedal carnivore in front of you. What do you know about it? Like, it's that type of scenario. Okay. Good news. It's not a thunder lizard. Bad news. It's its baby cousin. This is an Allosaurus. It's about 13 feet tall at the head. It's faster than you. Flat. Like, it is faster than you. Stay away from its teeth and pray to God it doesn't jump.
I was a dinosaur kid, and the minute you said Allosaurus, I kind of went, I wonder what I should play next.
You know, I always wanted to play
Okay.
a druid.
Damn it, I
I'm
like my
sorry.
character.
God, guy. Long story short, don't let it jump.
What?
Short story long, you're gonna have to trust me.
Okay.
There's a gap here, right?
Gap where? Sorry? It's blocked by the turn order. No, that's a wall. It's a walled
Yeah.
street on both sides.
But between the wall and the building, there is
Yeah.
that gap, right?
In theory, yes.
How tall is the wall?
10 feet. 8 feet. It's meant so that, you know, beast of burden dinosaurs cannot cross it.
Up and over.
Okay. It's parkour over. Okay. Because you have a climb speed, right? You could just do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, it costs you 8 feet to go over it, but... So subtract 8 feet from your total.
Right. So that takes me to 22.
No, because you also had to move down to it. So you're at, like...
Yes. Okay. Where was I?
You were here? So that would be 15 feet plus 8, so it would be 20...
Let me just like
23 feet.
Let me change something a little bit. On top of the wall.
That doesn't matter. Distance fallen doesn't change anything.
I understand that. I just want to say, like, instead of up and over, up and on top. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is still taller than you, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay. You missed.
Are on level with teeth.
Yeah, you are on teeth level. But you missed. So you jump up the top of the wall, balance, pull out your short bow, shoot, bounces off the scales again.
Then
What is this thing made of?
how tall is the building behind me?
Like 3 stories?
Oh shit. Then now we go up and over.
You drop down behind the wall.
Over here.
Okay.
That's about it.
At the same time, this thing doesn't even notice the arrow. This thing has Saiyan blood in it, because in the span of Scratch climbing that wall, it's here.
Oh God.
Oh fuck.
And Sparky is bite size.
Oh no.
No.
So it's
Better
going to
plan your
it's
your
going
next
to
character
use
now.
its pounce attack. So it gets about here-ish, and leaps the rest of the distance at Sparky.
He's going the distance.
Sparky.
He's going speed.
Honey, shut up.
17 to hit.
13, it's a hit.
Okay, you take 10 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. You have disadvantage on this because you're a small creature.
Oh God.
Oh, you lucky boy!
What?
You are not knocked prone. You are instead pushed back from the leap. It does not get a free bite attack on you.
Oh, fuck!
That is the Allosaurus's turn. Brick, you have a very angry lizard in your face.
Fuck. Shit.
You killed the dire boar. This is easy.
Oh, I've still got my... It would cost me an action to blow out the scimitar, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you can use the gun at close range. It's fine.
Alright.
You've done
I
it
mean-
before.
Take out its eyes.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to aim at this thing's face, try to take another shot at it.
Okay, do it.
Oh, please hit, please hit, please hit.
You hit. Roll
Oh,
damage.
thank God.
Good hit. Real good hit.
Oh.
You blow scales everywhere with that attack. It staggers on its feet, and it does that Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus thing where it falls back one pace with, and then shakes from its shoulders up to clear its head, and then it just roars again. You want to move?
I'm actually going to use my action surge. I'm going to take another shot at this thing.
Nice. Do it. That was almost a natural 20 on my screen. I would have been so happy. Unfortunately, your second shot goes wide.
Alright.
So Scratch, the building that you're ducking behind, some mortar falls down on you.
Oh god.
Yeah, his gun does siege damage. It's a gun. Doesn't do a lot of siege damage, but it does some. You want to move, Brick?
Am I going to take an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah. Good now. That's not a good
Your
idea to
options
move.
are die or death.
Okay, Dr. Lorelei, you're up. Sparky is on his back on the road.
No, that's what I was thinking. Move to Sparky. To pull out one of the healer's kit. I forgot what the dice were. Give me a second. I pulled it up. 1d6 plus 4.
Nice. That's a real good... You have such a good ability with that. That's such a good heal.
I do.
You're like a baby life cleric without being a life cleric. So, Sparky, you get 6 healing back as Dr. Lorelei patches you up.
That thing is massive. Christ!
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't think I've noticed.
You're up, Sparky.
Okay, at this point, Sparky is going to use Arcane Weapon on his crossbow and
Okay.
doing it with fire.
So you pull yourself to your feet, nod at the doctor, wave your hand over your crossbow. The limbs ignite. Your core will do fire damage if you hit. All right.
And then I'm going to take another shot, this time aiming for the spot that all the scales fell off from Rick's
Alright.
attack.
All right. You won't have advantage. That was just for flavor, but
Right.
feel free. Does not hit. Your flaming arrow, like you go to shoot, and it lunges at the same time, and the arrow just passes above its head. Scratch. You actually did not see Sparky get bodied.
Didn't what?
You didn't actually witness Sparky getting bodied. You just felt the vibration of the thing hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Because that happened at the same time you were running.
Back up over the wall behind this thing.
Yep.
Does this count as flanking?
Yes. Because here is how you know if you're flanking. If you can do this, where it passes through an enemy, you're flanking.
Ah, good. Then I can activate this. And then I can, boop.
Okay. That hits. Cool.
And
All right.
then bonus action.
Hang on. You're just using your fists?
Yeah.
I just need to make absolutely sure this thing doesn't have resistance. It doesn't. Okay, you're good.
And
The
then
second
that
one does not
felt
hit.
could hit. That, nope, didn't think so.
But you like run up behind it, and, like shank it in the leg with your claws. Are you doing bludgeoning damage or are you doing slashing
That
damage?
was the bludgeoning.
Oh, so you punch it. Okay. Well, all of your unarmed strikes can be either bludgeoning or I don't remember if it's piercing or slashing.
I just added the D4 to claw attack.
I'm just
So
letting you
I
know,
have-
like, whenever you do a monk ability, if you use your hands, you can choose to do bludgeoning or whatever the claw strike gives, which I think is slashing.
Yes.
Just letting you know. Okay, so at the same time that happens, Brick's gonna get bit.
Oh god.
This thing lunges down, opens its mouth. It's gonna try to grab Brick around the torso. We'll see if it works. Whew, 15 to hit.
I've got 16 AC.
You are so lucky because that was 17 damage.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Holy shit!
Ooh, boy.
The good doctors of no use because I don't own a ranged weapon.
So I think what it does is it like you tell me how you avoid taking damage, but I like the idea of it like coming down to like bite you, and you just like put your gun in its mouth, step back, and rip the gun out again.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. It doesn't have multi-attack, so that's its turn. You're up, Rick.
Last bullet in the chamber. I'm gonna fire one right into this thing's mouth.
Do it. Yes, you will have advantage on this attack. That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, God.
Nice. Good hit.
me just see
It's
the brains.
definitely bleeding now, for sure. The sound of roaring thunder lizards stomping and gunshots fills the port. You want to move?
Terrified citizen noises.
I feel like that's still a very bad idea.
It is still a very bad idea. So, Dr. Lorelei, you're up.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to think. Do they have water nearby?
The ocean is about 40 feet above you.
Okay, didn't mean to click that. I was just trying to see what it would do, if it would help me at all.
No worries.
No, it doesn't help. Damn it.
Actually, it's a little bit further than 40 feet, but the ocean is, like, up on this map.
Yeah, but my idea doesn't help me anyways. Fuck.
And you can't use shape water for combat anyway.
Right. Shit. All right, then I'm gonna have to go with put my bark inspiration towards Sparky.
That's a bonus action, so you could do that anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. And probably make a really bad decision in doing this, but I'm going to move there and prep another action just to be safe.
Okay.
Hit if it comes towards us.
So Sparky has a D6, yes?
Yes,
To be
D6.
used on anything except damage.
Yep.
Which is good, because Sparky, it is your turn. However, before the beginning of your turn happens, Scratch, you hear the, like, rustle of armor behind you, and running footsteps as 2 city guard, effectively, come running down the steps, like, sword and shield in hand.
You're here to help, right?
Sparky, it's your turn.
Okay. At this point, I'm assuming I'm not aware of the guards or anything, right?
They're on the other side of the Allosaurus, but you're so small, you could probably see between its legs. You saw somebody run down. You probably wouldn't immediately know that they're gladiators.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use the barbaric inspiration to try attacking again with my fire crossbow.
Okay, well, save your bardic inspiration. You might not need it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. True. All right, then I'll just try using my crossbow again.
All right. Okay, so that does not hit. So if you want to roll a d6, you might improve your odds.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the command again, chat?
/ roll space 1d6. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Woo!
Make sure you add your fire damage.
All right. That's...
Nope. Click on
Okay,
heavy
well, that's
crossbow in chat.
normal. Sorry, what?
Click on the words heavy crossbow in the chat log. I'm not sure why you rolled hit dice there.
Oh, sorry. That was my mistake.
No worries. Hit dice is your HP. That's the only thing that's for.
Ah, alright.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a total
Okay,
of that
then-
much. Alright. It is not dead.
Well, I also need the...
Does it not? No, because it already rolled your arcane weapon. Does the second damage.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Okay.
So, alright, you want to move?
Yes. Sparky at this point is going to back up.
Alright.
Let me see.
Make sure you mark off your quarrels, by the way. You're going to back up where? You want to go here? Oh, all the way back. Alright. Cool. Can't hear you. Might have died.
Uh-oh.
Heard you, Sibs.
How?
Yeah. Let me know in the chat log if that's all you want to do for your turn, Hockey, and then you can get that fixed while I'm going through the turn order. Hockey?
Yes, I'm still here. I was
Cool, is
just
that all you wanna
looking
do?
over. At this point, yes.
Okay. What happened?
Not sure. Just kind of lagged on me for a bit.
Okay. Scratch, so it is your turn. You're like, hey, are you guys here to help? If you want to take some time to see if these guys are here to help, they're not going to answer you until their turn.
I don't think Scratch thinks that's up his time.
Okay.
Activate this again, because that's not once per combat, that's once per turn.
What's once per turn?
Sneak attack?
Oh, yeah, once per turn. That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Not dead. Not happy, but not dead.
How much HP does this stupid thing have?
A lot.
It's a large dinosaur. One of the
Second attack does not hit.
Knowing
I like
D&D,
to think that something getting shot in the mouth will probably hurt regardless.
knowing D&D, this thing's HP is probably somewhere in the 80, or not 80s, probably more like 50s.
10, your second attack does not hit.
Running.
So you turn, and the Allosaurus turns on you to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
16.
I got a 19.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
So it bites your ass for 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, because I got a crit with advantage.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna... That was a lot of damage. Would you agree? Like, that was most of your health.
I'm on 1 HP.
Okay. I'm gonna roll on the injury table.
Oh no.
I think that's pretty fair, given that you just got bit by an Allosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a D100 for me, please.
Funny.
Okay. Okay. So, that's not as bad as it could have been. So, with that, checking my injury table, which I have in a different area, let's see. I'm looking around that one to see what's thematically appropriate, right? Because, like, you know, like a twisted knee doesn't really make sense here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Odin give me strength.
Yeah, I think it gets a piece of your arm. You choose the arm, but your arm is going to need assistance before you can use it again. Your arm is maimed.
Non-dominant.
Okay, your non-dominant arm is maimed from the bite.
Bites his other hand to not scream about it.
Yeah, right. And so you run up to these guys. What were you gonna do? Do you still run? Because you got bit when you were like here. Do you still run the distance?
Honestly, I think so.
Okay, just checking.
Just to get himself that distance.
Yeah. So you run over here, and what do you say? Or were you just
Please
running to
tell
like
me.
get behind them?
Please tell me you two are here to help with this.
He says with his arm hanging limply at his side and bleeding. Okay. So, before they answer, because the Allosaurus is acting at the same time, the Allosaurus spins back around and is going to try to take a bite out of Brick.
Oh boy.
Chompy chomp. 9 to hit, you lucky dwarf.
Oh my gosh.
At the
I like
top...
to imagine just
Go ahead.
punch the Allosaurus in the jaw at the last minute, diverting its head.
At the top of the round, before Brick goes, one of the gladiators rushes over to Scratch and, like, you know, grabs him, pulls him aside, right? Like, get out of here. The other guy runs forward. You see him, like, Scratch, you see him, like, dimly, like, drop something on the ground, and the camera focuses on it. It's a wooden pole with a rope attached to it. He just throws it on the ground, and he runs up behind this thing, and he's got his sword in his hand, and he's just gonna fucking kill it. He's just...
What?
Yeah, no, let's see. I need to check. Do these guys have multi-attack? They do. 3 melee attacks. Alright, here we go.
What the? Okay. Holy shit.
First attack hits, 12 damage. Second attack hits, 12 damage. Third attack hits, 9 damage. This thing is dead. Then he runs up to
Oh,
this
thank
thing
God.
like Achilles and like jumps on its back and just impales his spear like through its neck, out its mouth, and rides it to the ground so that it lands face first and pops the spear out. This thing is very dead.
Okay. Is that the standard of the gladiators here?
Primordial screaming.
Pulls the spear out, adjusts his he's wearing like a helmet and like a metal torque around his neck, no shirt, and then like he's got a shield and he's got like I almost said sabatons. Sabatons are boots. What's the leg piece called?
No idea.
He's got like
Not a clue.
he's got like leather pants on with hip guards and knee guards, and then he's wearing like leather boots.
Like the cuisses?
Cuirass,
it?
yes, cuirass. Thank you.
Cuirass is a-
cuirass is a shirt.
It's a
Yeah,
body piece. Cuisses. Or however it's pronounced.
I'm not.
Cuisses.
That's a cuirass.
That's Cuirass. That's
Oh, is that not what you said?
no.
Sorry. Quizzes. I've not heard that word. It might be
I'm just pulling words from FF14.
greaves.
So
There it is, greaves.
greaves.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay,
you wanted
that
pants
also-
arm. I guess I wasn't listening good enough. I didn't think you wanted. Crap.
Yeah, I wanted pants. And he like raises
Okay.
the faceplate of his helmet, and he nods at you stoically, as the other gladiator is like half carrying Scratch back over. And the guy who took his helmet off, the Achilles motherfucker, he goes, "Is anyone else hurt?"
I should be the one asking. Oh my god. Let me see Scratch's arm. Oh my god.
Your mic
Just
is
let me see his
exploding
arm.
super hard.
Fuck.
I was hoping you'd get that fixed.
She's working on it.
I believe that.
Money. Is that any better?
No. Do I
Well,
have like
technically it was,
gladiators?
just not enough to
I
matter.
don't have. Damn, I don't have gladiators. I do have this.
Are we still gonna get XP for that?
Yeah.
Dino?
Oh yeah. He's just gonna nerf it a little bit.
Okay.
This better or no? Do I need to
Yeah, it's
restart
much
my
better.
lap? Alright. Yeah, no, Sue Lorelai's panicking. Oh my god, let me see you scratch his arm. Oh my god. Surgery kit is out just cause expecting the worst.
Yeah, he needs surgery. His arm is fucked up. He had to
I need
pull
someone
his
that's-
arm out of this creature's mouth.
Deep breath, looks to the guards. I need somewhere I can perform surgery. Now.
They nod. One of them, Scratch, you can make a saving throw if you want, but the gladiator's like gonna put his hand under your legs and just lift you up.
I think he's just gonna accept it. Like, oh, yeah, whatever. This is
Okay.
my life.
Uh,
I had a ribbon put on my tail. I'm being carried
Make
like
a
some
Constitution
kind of
saving throw,
bride.
Scratch,
Fuck.
because you're actively bleeding out.
Oh shoot! I accidentally did.
Okay, so you start to protest and then you pass out.
Oh god.
So, for all intents and purposes, you are at 1 HP and you are unconscious. I will say this, you're not going to bleed out in 3 rounds, but you are not stable.
Mm-hmm.
So the gladiators
Lovely how
nod.
I'm always the one on the edge of dying.
You're the one who got bit by the Allosaurus, not my fault! The gladiator says, "Where?"
Anywhere clean, anywhere I can. I need a table, basically. I need an operating table.
They look at each other. The 2 gladiators look at each other. The guy like puts his helmet on, like slams the faceplate down. He says, "Right, with me, Outlanders," and just starts sprinting up the stairs.
I guess we're following.
Ren cannot
Sure.
keep up.
Sue,
Full
that's
stop.
what I was going to I was going to say, Stu casts Long Strider on Rin.
Okay, nice. And what does that do specifically?
Long
Plus
Strider
10.
increases the speed of a creature that is touched by it by 10.
Okay, yeah, that will allow him to keep up. That's a good use of that spell.
It lasts for an hour. That's why I took it.
Perfect. So the five of you rush up the stairs, and you see this big, like, open-roofed currently, because it's not raining, Coliseum. It looks kind of like a cross between, like, a modern sporting arena and the Roman Coliseum, right? And they're both just, like, sprinting through the gates. The guy carrying a scratch is shouting, like, make way, make way. Bunch of other, like, attendants are running up, and you're led down, like, through a side door, down some stairs, into, like, the underground part of this arena. We smash cut as with, like, the camera, like, slowly fades to black as Scratch is losing consciousness. And we smash cut to Scratch on a wooden table in a relatively dark room, looks like something out of God of War, with, like, torches, like, on the walls, sand on the floor. The gladiator has laid him down, and another table is, like, being dragged in as Dr. Lorelai's, like, barking orders to give her a place to work. You're like, yeah, I'm assuming you, like, ask for water and, like, all the standard doctor stuff. We get this scene as the gladiators are, like, pushing everyone else out of the room unless you need an assistant. Make a medicine check.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, describe the scene for us. What is Dr. Lorelai doing to basically put Scratch's arm back on?
Sue first pulls out one of the bars of soap, washes her hands, composes herself, drops her backpack, pulls out her surgeon's tools, inhales deeply, and starts trying to reconstruct it. Cause is the bone broken?
Basically, yeah. It's held on by ligaments. He got chomped by a baby T-Rex. Like, yeah.
Okay, then
That being said, if you can get it, if you can get it on and then cast a healing spell on it, it'll be fixed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's basically like using give me a second.
If you can get him down from major injury to minor injury, 1 point of magical healing will fix it.
Okay, what would I have to do for that?
Oh, you already did.
My
it.
medicine check?
You rolled high enough on medicine. Just tell me what you do.
She's like, I'm assuming there's like hair that got into it. She's cutting that away using like surgical scissors.
Right. I don't think we actually see Scratch's wound. I think what we see is like Dr. Lorelai's face as she's working in the foreground.
But yeah, no, Sue is like dead quiet. It isn't her usual kind of work. She's muttering to herself more than anyone else.
This is absolutely your kind of
she'll
work.
say, water.
I mean, you're by yourself,
Yeah.
so you would need to like ask for an assistant.
To be fair, this is
then I
probably a
think you probably should
significantly
take care
more
of it
grievous injury than the doctor usually deals with.
Fair. That's fair. One of the reasons that I had you roll the injury table at all is because you have a fucking surgeon with you. Like,
Yeah.
so I think yeah, like we see Dr. Lorelai working, and then like you do the medicine part of it, and then you cast like cure wounds on him at the end. There's like a flash of light, and then we cut
Yeah.
to like a military barracks. You're very familiar with this type of situation, Brick. You guys are shown to like the table and chairs in the barracks with all the beds around them, right? Like you and Sparky are like chilling, waiting, doing whatever it is you do, and a little bit later, the music like swells, and Dr. Lorelai and Scratch like walk in.
Well, I survived an Allosaurus attack. Are you impressed at my abilities without armor?
I'm impressed at your ability to not have your arm bitten off, yes.
Okay. To be fair, wouldn't have survived without a good doctor. Thank you again. But still, best I've done in a while.
By the way, you each
you-
get 120 XP.
Sweet.
That's not bad.
It's a lot less than I expected from an Allosaurus, but we did get help, so.
Remind me,
get
do
help,
I
mhm.
reset my experience points back down after a level, or does it just keep building?
They keep building.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Sue Lorelei, like, is going to be, like, cleaning her tools and everything, I'm assuming.
You've already done that.
All right,
Because
got
Scratch
it.
had to wake up. Like, yeah, time has passed. Been a couple hours.
Yeah, got it.
Brick, you could have used this time to mill some of your gunpowder.
Yeah, alright.
I'll be right back.
So yeah, Scratch,
Okay.
you find the others in... Like, you don't know fully where you are, but you can assume from the way that the locals are dressed, you're in the Colosseum. Like, the barracks of the Colosseum.
So,
What ratio would I turn the components into actual gunpowder? Like,
Sorry?
just a weight ratio?
Oh, given how long you had, you're just, like, milling stuff down, I would say you could do about half of it. So it would go from 18 pounds to 9, and you would have 4 pounds of gunpowder.
Alright.
Sparky and Brick, if you guys want to take a short rest, you can.
Yeah, Sparky needs to heal up a little after that encounter.
Thought you might.
Oh yeah, I
It
guess I can
definitely-
use a short to replenish my action surge.
Yep, definitely took long enough for you guys to take a short rest.
Yeah, surgery takes a while.
Mm-hmm. Once you guys are all together, like, you don't know if it's the same dude because he's not wearing a helmet now, but a gladiator like walks up to you guys and he says, "You leading them, Scratch?" Push your tongue, Gansey.
was mute because I thought someone was coming downstairs.
Ah.
Yes, I am. You are?
Waves it off. I haven't heard a name in the arena yet, but here, and he holds out a piece of paper to you.
Look, take it, look at it.
Yeah, it's like an official like release from the Colosseum. It says like there was like one of the animals, one of the gladiator arena animals escaped. The Colosseum apologizes. Gladiators were dispatched to quell the threat. Streets were cleared as much as they could, but anyone affected can come to the Colosseum and like make their case to like get a stipend.
Be compensated.
Yeah, basically we fucked up. If you can prove that we hurt you with our fuck up, let us know.
I'm assuming
I think we have enough proof.
I'm assuming I don't have to make a case for how this has affected me negatively.
No, I just assumed you'd want the reward for putting down the beast.
That is also more than acceptable.
Well, you can't have both, Scratch.
Yes, I'm saying that is more than acceptable instead.
He nods, and he like just turns to leave.
Before you go,
Hmm.
we are looking for a gentleman named Tabon, a matter of business.
He looks over at like one of the like bunks where a dude is like on his back reading a magazine, and he says, "Taban, Scratch is here to see you." And the guy looks up, runs a hand through his hair, sits up. He's not wearing the like armor of the other guys. He's in like off-duty clothes, right? He's even wearing a shirt, which is rare for gladiators. And then like puts the magazine down and he stands up and he comes over and he says, "And what can I do for my good buddy Scratch today?"
Well, I was in the market for finding someone to sponsor here at the Gladiator Pit. And, well, I heard tales of your achievements and, well, a small issue has come up in the road.
Go on.
As I am one, has many debts myself,
His face
cannot
darkens when you say debt.
I cannot sponsor someone who also has debts. Among all the gladiators I have heard tales of, you are among my preferences, and I'd like to straighten things out with if I can.
Make a persuasion check. Okay. So he's nodding along when you say that. He says, Kalahu sent you.
She did.
She did.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah, and he nods again, and he says, "Are you here to sponsor me, or are you here to collect?"
In the sense of speaking, both. My sponsorship is saving you from whatever collector she may send after me.
He looks back at the bed. Like, he looks back at the bed he was lounging on, and looks back at you. He says, "I have it,
And the
but
problem?
I don't have anything more. I hope to wager it on myself in the arena, and then pay Kulahu with the returns."
So you were going to make a bet. You lost the bet. And you decided you have the money to pay off the debt.
I
But
like
instead-
to eat, Scratch.
I understand this, my friend. I'll cut you a deal. When is the next fight you are certain you think you could win?
Unfortunately, my opponent escaped.
Well,
But your opponent happened to be very loud, very annoying, and apparently fond of eating people.
Yes, the Thunder Lizard.
the Allosaurus.
Though, if you'd like to join me in the arena and take a fall, Scratch.
I have a reputation,
You can.
even...
Yes, you have a reputation for losing.
What?
Glares from the doctor. You are not getting in that pit.
Doctor's orders. But... And you know just as well as I do, so many others would feel about seeing me in the arena. It wouldn't be a far guess for most to assume that I'm there to throw the fight.
You have a point. What about that one? He like points at Brick.
Mr. Lawful Neutral here is glaring daggers at the thought of throwing a match.
Give yourself inspiration. All right. Wait.
Well.
He goes back over to the like cot that he was laying on. He reaches under it. He pulls out a little leather pouch, It sags a little bit when he picks it up, and he like walks back over and holds it out to you. Here.
He'll take it and he'll hold out 3 platinum.
Raises both eyebrows. Takes them from you. Do I want to know?
You like eating? I like winning.
So this is a bet.
A bet I made with myself, shall we say. And you won. But so did I.
Slips the money into his pocket. Alright.
Tell anyone I did this and I'll stab you through the Achilles tendon.
He looks around the barracks. There's a lot of people here.
I have a lot of knives. Just don't let it be easily known I did this. If someone says something, deny it.
Alright.
I came to collect. I came to collect, nothing else. Those 3 platinum fell out of my pocket. Understood?
Fair enough. At this point, someone, like, very official looking comes in. I imagine they look like, You seen Black Panther?
Yeah.
No.
You need to rectify that, because Black Panther's a cool movie. But, yeah, Gamza, you've seen it.
I'm gonna fix that.
I'm not a movie watcher.
Fair. Imagine, like... The dude that comes in is like a cross between James Earl Jones in period costume and the advisor from Mulan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It comes
The
in...
annoying dude?
Sorry?
The annoying dude who was all like, this army will never go.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to
Like,
make sure.
him crossed with Mufasa. Except,
Oh, God.
not a lion.
Give me a sec.
Yeah? Is James Earl
I'm
Jones still
getting-
alive?
Let me do a
No
quick
idea.
Google.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive. I hope he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Cool.
Yeah, he's 89.
Woof.
I'm getting that all too familiar reflux throat.
So this dude comes in. He's got like a wooden, like a slate clipboard with some like writing on it. And he's reading from it, and he doesn't even look up. He just like breezes in, sets a bag of money down on the table in the middle of your group, and breezes out again.
What?
I guess this is our reward.
Which one of you has the least money?
Um,
I don't actually care. Split it among yourselves.
Okay, so who's opening the bag?
Like, I'm not gonna trust you to just hand it over without looking at the contents again.
Okay. You open it up? It's not
Yeah.
full of money. It's full of gemstones.
oh my god.
Oh.
Different, like, there's a couple of raw gemstones in there, but then it's mostly like cut gemstones of various hues.
Will Sparky be able to tell, like, for lack of a term, if one will work for his spell?
That would require examination of any prospective ones to see. Not from looking in the bag over Brick's shoulder could you tell that, no.
But if I actually go, like, I could actually do that. That
Yeah.
doesn't require
That-
a roll.
No, it would require a roll, but it's something within your wheelhouse to attempt.
Okay.
I think Sue is more interested in the fighter they were just talking to, like looking him over for any injuries that have healed wrong or something.
I mean, yeah, he's a gladiator. His fingers are probably not set right. He's covered in scars, like... Yeah, he's got a bunch of little injuries, because he's a gladiator.
Yeah. And she's just making note to herself, if I've survived this, I'm definitely getting a branch of us out here. Somehow.
Scratch, what is the Outworlder doing?
She is a doctor.
What?
She's a doctor. It's like a cleric, but they don't have to use magic to heal you. It just takes longer.
It takes longer, but it's also more careful. See Scratch's arm? That was basically off and hanging on by ligaments, and I was the one who fixed it.
Right, you're an impressive healer. Why not just use magic?
Magic is not always accessible or accepted. So
Quirks
I
an
thought the
eyebrow
best
at you.
way- Huh?
He quirks an eyebrow at you.
Also, just some people aren't good with magic, so I thought the best way for me to be able to help in those situations was to study the body and fix it as best as I could.
Study the bot. Like, pulls away from you a little bit. Like,
I haven't actively injured people. That's against my code, if
Yeah,
that's
but-
what you're worried about.
code. Scratch, why are you traveling with a necromancer?
Not
No,
a necromancer.
not necromancer.
They are not a necromancer, Tobon. A doctor is one who understands the living body and fixes it in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a necromancer with extra steps.
It's a necromancer without the death.
It is not at all necromancy.
Look up cure wounds sometime there, Sibs.
Fair.
And additionally, my friend, as we both know, there are some wounds beyond magic's power. Sorry, beyond affordable magic's power.
I still
Say,
think
okay.
it's strange.
Can I get a chance to look through the reward?
Understandable.
You want to do that in the dimly lit barracks?
Now, didn't realize the barracks were dimly lit.
Yeah, it's like literally like from the movie Gladiator.
I never saw that movie.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. As they said, they're not a big movie watcher.
Fair enough. Actually, Vader said that, I think.
That was me.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I admit I'm not the most major movie watcher either.
No, it's fine.
Trying to fix that, but
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, it's dimly lit. It smells of unwashed bodies. There are half-naked dudes everywhere. Sibs is having a great time. So, do you guys want to, like, head out then?
We go and throw hands in a minute, Fox.
What? What?
No. I was making a joke.
Mm.
And no, I'm not.
I suppose we should be on our way. We have things to do.
Yes, we must find our traveling compatriot. And we must speak to the portmaster.
And we should probably get the girl her money.
Yes, that too. I don't remember where I'd find Kilahu.
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 Fuck. Kilahu.
It's like K-E-H apostrophe L-A-H-U. Kelahu.
Kilahu.
Yep.
You found her all over the city. You found her,
I mean, I don't know where to reliably find her.
she's a bookie. So, here, Executioner's Run, or the Red Light District.
I bet I can get off before the... Okay. Anyway.
You joke, but... Yeah, people bet on courtesans. What are you on about?
I hate it. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll take a look around, find out if she's here.
Alright.
Since
see.
that's logically
1 is the fight
closest
pit, 2 is
solution.
Executioner's Run, and 3 is the... Okay, yeah, she's here.
sick.
So I think you come out of the barracks, and you guys are like making your way out, and I think she finds you. I think she's. I love the idea because there's not a fight happening right now because the Allosaurus broke out. That she's like eating the Chilton equivalent of a churro in one of those like dark stadium hallways, just like waiting.
Kilahu, my friend.
You're no one's friend, Scratch.
I'm everyone's friend.
Takes a bite
Just
of whatever
most
she's
people.
eating.
Most people just don't like me. Enough to admit it. Though I'm
You here to make a
certain you'll
bet?
admit it. I'm sure you'll admit you were friends, huh? He holds up the bag from Taban.
He looks at it. What's that, your laundry?
Taban decided to pay.
Have you ever seen someone switch from not taking you seriously to business mode, Guy Gamzee?
I have.
So she like stops chewing, puts the churro back in the wrapper, puts that at her side, straightens up from where she was leaning on the wall, and then swallows. And she just like reaches out for the bag to take it from you.
He'll hand it over.
He likes eating. I like winning. We found the middle ground.
She opens the bag and looks in. And in an incredulous voice, she goes, "It's all here."
Yes.
She looks back at you, narrows her eyes. What, is it a polymorph viper?
You think so lowly of me.
No, I think lowly of Taban. You
To use
slightly
magic
higher.
to bring a viper. Oh, I appreciate it. No,
You won the run.
the poor boy was going to try and place a bet on himself and then pay you with the winnings. But me and my friends ended up killing his.
She takes the money, ties it to her belt, and nods. She says, "Alright, your debt's clear, Taban's debt's clear. You want to make a wager? What about you, Outlanders? Wager?
I'm good, thank you, though.
I can offer you the best race in the city."
I need to know what I could potentially agree to before I agree to it.
The fight's here. Whether or not the accused in the run will survive. There's the races. Dino and ship. You could bet on
Essentially-
when Coyote's going to die.
You can place a bet on anything with Kilahu. She'll take any bet, anytime.
She
any
like wiggles her
place she
pencil
is.
at Scratch, like, yeah, pretty much.
If you wanted to, you could say, he like holds up a silver. If I were to mention the fact that there is an entire building full of sick and dying people, I'd wager the doctor would want to go there.
Perks up immediately, then scowls.
I'm right, aren't I?
I don't take sucker bets.
It's my job. Of course I do.
He like palm that. If I say like he palmed a coin out of holding it up, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Brick's got an idea.
Okay.
It was an example, of course.
Brick's gonna take 10 gold out of his pouch and say, "How about a bet that we make it to Fort Belluary and then back?"
She doesn't take the money right away, but she's clearly interested. She says, "A guide bet? Now that is novel. Have not heard that one. Who's your guide?"
Look at Scratch.
Cat smile.
She stares at you. See her like you see like her jaw drop a little bit, but she keeps her mouth closed. She's got that look on her face like I should say something, and she says, So, you, Outlander, want to make a bet that this group standing in front of me will return from Port Valerian alive.
Indeed.
Give me a moment. And she, like, walks out of the room. She's like, she does that thing, like, wait here, and, like, walks around the corner, and you're not sure where she... Well, Scratch might know where she's going. She's probably going to, like, go to the other bookies and be like, guys? How do I even lay odds on this?
This is going to be spectacular.
This is...
You, my friend, are my new favorite.
Brick just invented a new form of capitalism for Port Nyanzaru.
Do you understand
You
what
just
you've
turned
just
the guys
done?
into celebrities.
Do you understand what you've just done? You may have just turned my job into a sport. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time anyone's ever put a gamble on travel.
I'm surprised with how dangerous the jungle is. And I'd think something like this would give guides less incentive to abandon their groups.
My God, yeah.
What's your armor class, Scratch? Because I'm pretty sure that was a critical hit.
I have never abandoned anyone who didn't deserve it.
Oh, that's not. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm stuttering. Brick isn't.
That's fine.
None of you deserve it yet.
Zakila, who comes back with like 4 other people, none of whom you recognize. It's like 3 other women and a dude. And they all have like, they have a look to them, right? They have the look of like somebody who they dressed a little bit better than their posture, to put it, mildly. and Kilahu is grinning, and she says, all right, we ran the numbers. We have some people to call on, but 10 gold now would return you 500 when you get back.
Done.
She takes the money. Scratch. One of the like mooks behind her says the Cholton equivalent of fool in the Cholton dialect.
I think he like looks at them and like gives them the super toothy cat smile.
So as soon as you do that, making eye contact with you, the guy who said it slips Kilahu like another 10 gold.
Putting a wager against me? Bold.
So I think Kilahu like turns, and when she turns, like the others like scatter, and she says, "Is that all you need, Scratch? Because I need to go and talk to the prince."
Which prince?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that before I got the sheet up, bastard.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry about that.
You good. I just need to get the name. His name is Jobal. She says,
Ah, the
yeah, the one who runs the guide. He says, Prince Jobal, naturally.
going to present to him a new sport of sorts, I presume.
There have to be rules. Jabal is set to make bank from this. My god. You just made one of the princes so much money.
With this invention of my friends, this may very well be, well, the day that Prince Wakongo Otamu has an equal.
Funnily enough, Wakanga is not the richest prince. I believe the richest prince is Jessamine. But don't hold me to that.
Well, then swap my words.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think it's... I actually don't know.
Let me pull up my notes.
Oh, no, it's Xanthi. It's Xanthi. Prince Xanthi, gems, jewelry, cloth, and armor. She's the oldest. She's an old royal. Like, she's from the like, bloodline before change over to the trade princes.
Right.
It's Xanthi. Yeah, Xanthi's the richest.
I dare say with this invention of my friends and you, you may have just made Jobal in, shall we say, equal in wealth to Xanthi.
Precisely why you need to stop taking up my time.
Well, then be off.
Yeah, so she nods and turns, and out she goes.
I wonder how much of that money I can get my hands on.
You have about an hour before word gets out of what the fuck you just did.
I'm gonna get some kind of fucking Tyrannosaurus motherfuckers after me.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Like, if Jobal likes this idea, which of course he will, right? Like,
it's Jobal.
It's Jobal. He sets to make a lot of money, and it can only make his guides look good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has to, like, arbitrate rules for how these bets work. But until he does that, there are no rules. So you have a span of time, in however long it takes Jobal to decide, where anything can happen, and now you're famous. Good luck.
Oh god.
This is either going to be really good for us or really bad for us.
Translation, let's leave.
I don't know if I've presented the idea yet, but I'm of the type that believes all D&D groups should give their party a name.
Okay.
How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about being the Jungle Beasts?
I still like Thundercallers, personally.
I prefer Thundercaller personally as well.
Well, that's one of them. We don't all call the thunder yet.
3 of them do. You're the only one who doesn't.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well.
what do I? How do I?
You're basically a walking tsunami!
Also, don't you have Thunderwave?
No.
Oh.
And I mean, when I get to 3, if I take armor, I'm going to be shooting lightning for me, so...
Yeah, right? So, you guys gonna just stick around in the fight pit? Or are you gonna head out?
No.
No,
So what
we're
we're
gonna...
doing is Scratch has to go way of the 4 elements.
Yes!
Probably gonna have something fancier than that.
Where are you going?
I guess we're gonna find that dude who wanted to come with us and then head to the harbor.
Oh, we need to talk to that one guy also. Trying to remember the guy before we actually leave the city.
Oh, yeah, the guy.
Yeah. We go to the Thundering Lizard, get the guy that wanted to come with us. We go
The
to
guy
the
who-
Harbor Master, hop on the boat.
Prince. The guy who the prince wanted us to talk to? Who was that?
Zendar.
That's the Harbor Master, right?
That's the harbor master. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
a good friend of mine.
How badly does he want to kill you?
Oh, we're just best buddies.
So where you heading, Scratch? You heading to the Thundering Lizard or you heading to the harbor?
Thundering lizard.
Okay. So you guys head out.
Hopefully with fewer arrows this time.
Yeah, you say that. It's funny that you say that, actually. Because you
One
get...
arrow.
Because you get about here, you get up like into this little market area, and I think, yeah, I think like I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna bring up all of the people that it could be. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d5, and we're gonna see who the hell it is. I hope to God I roll a 1. Oh, best possible choice.
Oh, no.
Best possible choice.
What?
So,
Oh, good.
yeah.
I have a feeling I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, you know exactly who this is, Scratch. Oh, boy.
Are we about to die?
No, Scratches. Yeah, you get
Uh-huh.
halfway through that market, and you hear her before you see her. But, yeah, Azaka Stormfang, like, through the crowd, she just shouts, like, the full name, like, Scratch Face of a Gold Coin, and just, like, thunders up to Scratch, like, grabs him by his collar, and, like, slams him against the stall. What did you do?
Be careful, he just performed surgery on his arm.
I fucked your mother and created a new sport. What of it?
So, what's your armor class, Scratch?
60.
Okay. So you say, I fucked your mother and invented a new sport. She just pulls her dagger out and swings at you. I got 24 to hit.
I think
That's gonna hit. How
Okay.
much HP do I have?
You have, like, 1. You didn't take a short rest.
But she used magic healing.
That's true. Cast your spell, Dr. Lorelei?
Give me a second. I'll mark off a spell slot for it, too.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I also forgot. Good catch, Gamzee.
Listen, my inner TF2 spy demanded I say it.
No, it's good. It's good.
it's good. You just
So
make dice.
9.
9.
So you would be at 10, so now you're back down to 3.
Oh, good.
As, yeah,
What the hell?
you take 7 points of damage as she just slams the dagger into your shoulder and, like, leans on it. She says, "What did you do?"
He did nothing.
Thank you.
All right, Brick. I'm assuming you're like trying to step between them at this point.
Yeah.
She's got him like up against the wall with the dagger in his arm. Like he did nothing. Make an intimidation check.
We
Is
got
it
it.
the same arm that was...
It is. It would be his right shoulder. So no. Nice.
Maybe he's left-handed. I've never actually thought about it before.
Valid. So you like he did nothing. Like, grab her, like push her aside. She pulls the dagger out. She like glares at you, but she doesn't strike. She says, "You shone a torch on what we do."
Okay, no, he did that.
Yeah, she's looking at Brick when she said it.
Oh.
And what of it?
Some of us like our privacy.
Can Ren at this point just throw his metal spider at Scratch to try and heal him?
Yeah, totally.
Skitter, skitter.
Okay, yeah. So you're back at 10, Scratch. So Brick and Azaka are like having this like glare off. And she says,
How about we just understand He's a foreigner. He like switches into the Chultan. He's a foreigner. He doesn't know, and he's naturally stupid.
Puts the dagger on her belt. Said she looks at you, Scratch. She says it in common, but her common is not as good as her Chultan. You know this. But she says it in common for the benefit of the others. She says, they're going to start ranking us, Scratch.
Who?
Jobal. The
Oh,
bookies.
I don't care about any sort of ranking.
I'm the best guide in the city. And now, people are going to know it, and I'm not going to get a moment's peace.
So I get to swoop in and take your business. Sounds like a win.
Glares at you. Where's my handout for her? Yeah, I do have an art handout for her. Just so you guys know, this is who you're talking to. This is Azaka. I love the way this character looks. She's so cool.
I do like her design.
Mm-hmm. She says,
She's pretty.
no. That would imply that I lose to you.
Oh, honey. Do you see these three with me? You've already lost.
That reminds me. And she looks back at Brick. I'm coming with you.
Brick's kind of dumbfounded at that. Why?
Because if you're going to rob me of my privacy, you're going to help me. And in exchange, I'll keep you alive. You don't need him. He's worthless.
Are we going to have to pay you as well?
No. You help me, I work for free. Better deal than this one will give you.
Don't you have that job that takes people up into the mountains to deal with cannibals?
Brick's pulling out the crumpled piece of paper he got from her earlier.
It's not cannibals. It's birdmen.
Birdman as in king?
Big ones. I think. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to decide if Scratch knows what an Arakoka is.
I don't know for sure if her side quest is Arakakra or Terramin. I just know, I think she only knows that they're big humanoids that fly.
Terrafolk, according to her handout.
Cool.
Point being, if
You
you
want us
really
to
need
help
help
you?
with this, just hand him the assignment and he'll probably, honor-bound Feastman will drag the rest of us along to do it once we get close.
You want help with this?
That implies I cannot do it
I can
myself.
do that.
No. I don't want help. I'm offering a trade. Your lives and the bounty of the jungle for your assistance. I am the best guide in the city. I can prove it.
We make for Fort Belluarian today, and shall be coming back this way after we are done with our business there. I'll consider your offer.
The cat will get you killed.
I will not.
She says the word cat like it's a dirty word.
The cat has kept us alive and
In the city,
so
a child can keep you alive in the city. She like folds her arms and looks at Scratch. And she says, "Do you have a canoe, bug repellent, a tent, water?"
I have a tent.
Is
Have
it
a
I can
rainproof?
add that.
I have everything I shall need for the journey.
Ren just turns to the doctor when she says that. You have a chicken.
I also have a tent and I'm a doctor.
Is
I
it
need
rainproof?
spaces to perform surgery.
If it's
Would
not
it be?
rainproof, it's worthless.
It just said tent.
That's very true.
You probably spent all of your... Did they even give you money for supplies? You probably spent it on Tej.
And now he spent it on a luck suite.
Why would you make her right?
You're the one who bought the princess suite. She like puts a hand to her head. I can keep you alive in the jungle.
Slight eye twitch.
By the way, cat. River Mist is
Which?
looking for you.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
River Mist is looking for you.
Well, River Mist can wait their damn time. I have business.
Something about... something about Fort Valerian, actually. Roca, I think, is with him.
Roca is with him.
She nods.
And I'm going to my notes.
Rokar was the guy we were to meet.
Right. Why is Roca, you poor...
Because could not
stupid
afford me,
bastard.
I think.
If
When
we
the
were
cat-
to agree to this arrangement, how soon would you need us to help you with this job?
She shakes her head. It is important to me, but it is not time sensitive. It will be one of our stops in the jungle, whilst you go do whatever it is you need to do. I can guarantee your survival. I would sign it in blood. Will he? She like gestures at Scratch.
I have an awful...
The cat fought an Allosaurus to protect us.
Make an insight check, all four of you.
Oh no.
Good rolls to the three of you who have rolled already. Well done.
I clipped it. Why didn't it go?
There it goes.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, all four of you, like, the face that Asaka makes is like, I am impressed, and I cannot show you that I'm impressed.
What?
I'm not gonna show you. Holy shit.
You would sign it in blood, Mr. Dasaka?
What was the last thing?
You would sign it in blood, you said, correct?
She nods.
I think he like takes one of his claws and scratches his thumb.
She scowls at you. You're going to keep them alive.
I have been given a job by Prince Wakanga Otamu. I will not allow such a failure.
She looks you up and down.
I am to make it to Fort Valerian. I shall make it with all of them. And I shall return and save a man's life.
She like swallows what she's going to say like 3 separate times. Like, she starts to say something, closes her mouth, starts to say something, closes her mouth, etc.
I have never understood your petty, nigh childish hatred for me.
She reaches
And
for
this
her
is
dagger when you say that.
And this is no time for it. I am guiding these people because their lives are at risk. Good people. People in short and out. I have no time to be a thief. I have no time to be a cheat. I have no time to be a liar.
A raptor cannot change its feathers, Scratch.
But a dog can always find a new pack.
So I've been thinking about Tabaxi a lot. This sounds like a tangent, but I'm going to circle back. Because you rolled so high on your insight check, I think it's relevant that this comes up. I've been thinking about Tabaxi a lot, and I think, like, they're mostly humans in the Star Trek sense, right? Like, humanoid races in D&D tend to all be cut from a similar cloth, but I think it's reasonable that Tabaxi, by virtue of how different their morphology is, have, you know, different abilities. One of those things that I've been thinking about is I think Scratch would have an easier time, like, hearing the noises that the dinosaurs make that are, like, subvocal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That humanoids cannot hear, normally.
Right.
When you say, like, a dog can always choose a new pack, Azaka makes a noise that a human should not be able to make. She makes a noise that you can barely hear.
Did I say something to upset you further?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that was, but you just made a noise.
And she gets, like, super defensive. She's like, "But what was? What are you talking about?"
You made a noise.
No, I didn't.
I can't describe it, but you certainly made a noise.
No, I didn't.
A person, sorry, a human shouldn't be able to make a noise like that.
Scratch, what are you talking about? She just
Again,
stood
I
there
remind you, you're standing in the middle of a market. And you say that... Make a strength saving throw, Scratch.
Oh god.
Yeah, you push... make a strength saving throw.
And we got a dead cat.
Okay, so... I think... Yeah, like, you go to push the issue, and she, like, grabs you, and, like, with both hands now instead of just one, like, slams you up against the stall, and, like, leans, like, over your head, and it almost looked like she's gonna bite you. And...
Touchy subject.
Hang on. Before, like, the rest of you can react, and I'm sure Brick is about to step in, she says something in your ear that it doesn't come out of Azaka's mouth. Like, the voice that speaks to you is 100% a different person. It's still female, but it's like... How do I put this? You can't see her face because she's leaning over your neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like she turns into a different person, like a different entity. And she says, subvocally, so that, like, only your tabaxiness can hear it, right in your ear, she says, "You didn't hear anything, do you understand?"
Think he, like, gives her the look like, I'm not gonna accept that, but I'm just not gonna press anymore.
Yeah, she leans back and she's, like, glaring at you. She looks normal. The rest of you saw her grab Scratch, slam him up against the wall, lean over, and, like, murmur something. Like, you saw her mouth move, and then she just, like, yeah, probably threatened him.
That's enough.
Owls.
Yeah, she steps back. And she does that, like, tough thing where she, like, shoves Scratch as she steps back. And she says, "Right, you have a meeting. I need to go speak to Jobal."
Can I make an investigation check to, like Ren is going to be, like, looking, trying to figure out what's going on?
I need more... I'm not going to say no, but I don't think it's an investigation check. I need to know more specifically what you're trying to do.
I guess it's more of like you notice like how Scratch was like, "What did you say?" And then he noticed how she seemed to be talking but not talking, but he could Scratch could somehow hear her.
No, like when she like growled in his ear, like her mouth moved. That could have just been distance. Like she was just murmuring into his ear. Like you guys are like five, 6 feet away. You don't necessarily know that what she said was subvocal. That being said, you're an artificer. You're a smart boy. Are you asking me like? I want to know what Azaka could be hiding.
Yes.
That would be insight. Some other examples of questions you might ask me are, I want to know if Azaka is hurt. That would be a medicine check. I want to know if Azaka is like a shapeshifter. That would be an Arcana check. It depends on what exactly you want to know. Investigation would be like, I want to know what Azaka said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What specifically are you asking me?
I feel Bren would be wondering what's going on exactly, but at this point, he probably doesn't have enough information to actually make a good enough. Like, he doesn't have enough information to know what question to ask.
Well,
but he's intrigued by the sudden turn of events.
What's your intelligence modifier?
+4.
You have enough. Like you can start making a conjecture. This sounds more like a hockey problem. Like
that might be it.
Like what? Like don't worry about what Ren does or does not know. If Ren has an idea that Hawk wants to pursue, just tell me what it is and I'll let you make the roll. The roll will determine whether or not he has enough information.
Ren wants to know, judging by the reaction, like, is Azaka hiding something? So I guess in this case, would it be something magical in nature?
Okay. In that case, there is no outward sign that there's anything magical affecting Azaka. So if you want to make an Arcana check, you can, but you'll have disadvantage, and this will be a difficult check.
Or could I make a history check to see if I know of anything that can make noises that people can't hear? Okay.
No. That would be a nature check, but generally speaking, you don't say, like, unless you really, really know the DM, you don't say, like, I want to make this check. You say what you want to do, and then the DM calls for a check. Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, if you want to see if there's anything magical affecting her, it would be an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Okay.
I've got one myself.
Okay, but Honky has the floor.
Yeah.
So just set it up for a second.
I'll make an Arcana check.
Okay. Again, this will be difficult, so we'll see. Wow. Okay. I think it's reasonable to say that everyone was, like, looking at Azaka closely when she grabbed Scratch the second time. You did see, like, okay. So, I'm trying to explain this in a way that makes sense, so bear with me for a second. So can you picture clearly in your head someone, like, leaning over to say something in someone's ear?
Yes.
Mind you, Scratch's head is between you and the speaker, right? But you can see that motion pretty clearly, yeah?
Yeah.
When she did that, the muscle structure of her throat changed. Like, underneath her skin, the way that her muscles were, like, aligned in her neck changed, and then it changed back before change again. You don't know if it's back necessarily, but change again when she backed away. It was very subtle.
And anatomy and physiology wise, that is awful.
Yeah,
Ugh.
a bit.
Ren just watching this, like, starts stroking his beard a bit, playing with, like, the nut in his beard.
Right.
Just kind of, like, thinking to himself, knowing that that's not normal. Like,
Okay.
he's curious on what that could mean.
So, Gamzee, you had something?
Wording this in a way that I'm sure you'll understand,
Mhm.
keeping it kind of vague. How is there a way for me to tell if she's, shall we say, a boogeyman?
There are several ways to attempt that. I'm trying to figure out specifically what you want. Are you asking me if she's wearing a human's face? That would be a very difficult check.
I'm saying, in that moment, was there any, like, clear indications for Scratch? Since he was so close to
No.
make the connection.
The voice.
Is that a good enough leap, though?
Depends on what you think. Depends on what you think caused that.
Because I know the language.
Yeah, like, if... It depends on what leap you want to make. You could equally leap... Azaka can change the way she looks, and Azaka's possessed by a demon. Like, you could make either of those leaps.
In my mind, it comes up to two angles.
Sorry?
Doppelganger. In my mind, it comes up to two angles. Doppelganger. Boogeyman.
It would explain some things, but it would also raise more questions. To be clear, because we do have some newcomers in the group, you can assume whatever the fuck you want. Anytime. You roll to determine if you're right or not. If you want to assume that Azaka Stormfang is Tiamat, you can assume that.
This is a matter I'll have to look into later, but I have a feeling I know what just happened.
So,
Rick's just looking at Sparky. He's knows that look that Sparky has right now.
okay. So Azaka takes her leave, leaving you guys alone in the market for at least the time being.
Immediately goes to check Scratch's arm.
Again.
Oh, well, yeah, well, Sparky healed him, so he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A little sore. Scratch is having a bad day.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to teach you all of you a phrase.
Which is...
I'm not going to do it here because we're in the middle of a goddamn market, and if I teach you the phrase in its native tongue here, I might get shanked 6 ways from moonlight.
Okay.
Haven't
It's
you
sufficient.
already been shanked 6 ways from moonlight?
No. Sufficient to say, not even the doctor's impressive practices could stand me back up. There are hostile forces within the jungle. I am multilingual. I have become a master of begging for my life in all languages. That arrive at the chult.
Jesus Christ.
That was good.
And I'm going to teach all of you how to do the very same in 2 different languages. Or attempt to. Everyone has a different learning curve. Looking at you, public school system.
So you guys continue on to the Thundering Lizard then?
Yes.
Yep.
So you guys continue down the street towards the Thundering Lizard. Ren's still looking thoughtful into the middle distance. Do you bring this up to your compatriots, Ren? Or do you sit on it for a while?
I'm at least gonna sit on it for a while until I know we're in a safe location, because as that is clearly shown, this may not be best public information.
Define safe location.
A location that I know myself and my compatriots are alone, and at least as far as I can tell through all things, there's like no one listening or such.
You will not find such a location in Tomb of Annihilation.
Best we could do would be our apartment.
There is so much intrigue in this campaign. There is no place, unless you make a magical pocket dimension wherein you control who goes in and out, there is no place that you can guarantee you will be alone.
Alright then.
Simply by virtue of the module. Sorry, mate.
That's fair, that makes sense. At the very least, still walking along in the streets, I don't think I would mention it. It'd be like in the apartment or such.
Okay.
Yeah, the best we can do is our apartment because those people ain't gonna say shit that we say. Funnily enough, though,
You
I
say
do believe
that!
there's fair. I think there's a spell you can get for that, by the way, Hockey.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Was I was right? Okay. There's a spell called Rope Trick, 2nd level, and it pretty much does exactly what you want.
Yep.
And as far as I'm aware, it's
You can also
probably one of the cheapest spells ever.
You can also use Odaluke's Resilient
Anyway.
Sphere, Mordenkainen's Magnificent Manor, Liam's Tiny Hut, Dimension Door.
Here, Hockey, check it out.
There's a bunch.
We have methods, basically.
Yep. But, like,
Okay.
yeah, just simply... There's a couple campaigns in the D&D 5th edition module roster that you're just not gonna have privacy in, ever. And those are Tomb of Annihilation, Curse of Strahd, and Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Alright then.
Funnily enough, privacy is not really an issue in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, usually.
You know, as long as you can keep to yourself.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so you guys head down to the Thundering Lizard, and yeah, on the steps of the Thundering Lizard, in front of the big open mall, you see Roka, the Cholton dude that was in line at Golden Throne, with 2 tabaxis, River Mist and Flask of Wine, who I have handouts for, I think.
I love those names so much.
They're great. Tabaxi names are amazing.
I need all of you to talk as little as possible around these 2.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm a bastard cat? I'm friends with these 2 and I don't trust them.
Noted.
I have handouts for these 2. I think I definitely have a handout for River Mist. She goes by River. I have a handout for Flask too. Great. Okay, perfect.
I think their handout was one and the same, ain't it?
No, it's 2.
Oh.
Here's Flask. Here's River.
Oh,
Aww.
I thought they had... No, that was the advertisement one.
Yeah, their advertisement has them both. So just for your own edification, Scratch, Flask basically never talks. He speaks single words if he speaks at all. River is like you. In fact, River probably taught you some things.
So what I'm hearing is Fujin and Raijin from Final Fantasy VIII.
A little bit, yes. So Roka nods to you as you come up, and he goes to speak, and River cuts him off, and she says, "Heard you made the news, Scratch. What did you do? Why did you do it? And how can I be paid?"
Well, I got tricked. Well, not tricked. I got convinced to go save a man from the run. I couldn't talk his way out of it, so I jumped in and saved his life.
Yes, you're a
And-
fool. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, do you mean the new coming sport?
Is that what you call it?
Well, that's what I've been calling it.
Azaka came out of here like a southern gale.
My friend here, he like paps brick on the head.
Brick
Decided.
like almost smacks his arm off of him.
The other tabaxi, flask of wine, like walks up to Brick and holds out a piece of paper.
Brick takes it.
Okay, let me grab it real quick here. It is a copy of this.
Reads it. Same thing as Azaka's, crumples it and shoves it in his pocket.
Yeah. Flask of wine watches you impassively. River Mist like looks back at Scratch. She says, "They're going to start ranking us. Apparently, at least that's the theory."
Well, he decided to make a bet that our group would make it to Fort Baleria and back without issue.
Without
And-
issues.
Well, that we'd get there and back.
If you're asking me, it seems like a quick way to get paid twice for a job.
It would be. And here's the fun part. Apparently the bookies loved the idea, and Kilahu was taking it straight to Jobal.
So we have a problem.
We do.
No, I mean immediately we have a problem.
Oh,
Roka wants to go to Balerion. It's like cocks her thumb at Roka.
yes. We have
Said you
secured
agreed to
that-
take him.
Yes.
He hired us.
You can come. And still get paid.
But we're not included in the bet. Doesn't seem very fair if you ask me.
Not my bet to include you on. Sorry.
Like, rest a hand on her sword belt. Go home, Scratch.
Okay, first of all, I don't have a home. I either sleep in trees or that inn.
Fine, fine. Go up to your room then.
And second of all, I cannot. For once in my life.
Boy. Oh boy. Please
For
tell
once in
me
my
you did
life.
not just say the phrase, I can't.
Now hang on, let me finish.
Yeah?
For once in my life, I must be a serious person.
Okay. So, Flask of Wine, like, unstraps the bastard sword from his back. Like, puts a hand on it.
If the trip is successful, which it will be, you'll each get 5 platinum.
Problem being, we already bet against you.
I have terrible friends.
I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, God. Scratch!
Don't you fucking blame me for this. Brick made the bet. Brick.
Okay then.
Oh,
Where's
come
tokens?
on.
I'm gonna make a battle map real quick.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do the token thing properly, I guess.
Well, just because
Yeah.
the tokens weren't up, it's fine.
We roll.
In a second. Hang on.
Oh, god damn it. How did I
Damn
fuck
it.
up?
Can I keep
Oh.
my result?
Yeah, you guys can keep your results. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, stop it.
Just let me know when.
I will.
Has anything showed up for me? Because I don't see any initiative rolls.
That's good. Like, hang on. Jeez.
I-
I wasn't expecting you to get into a fight with these two, okay? Just give me a second.
I wasn't neither. Fucking, I offered money.
Yeah, but they're chaotic good, and they don't like the city guides.
It should
The
be
good
fighting
news is you
Do we
probably
actually
don't
have-
need to kill them.
Okay, I was about to ask, do we have to kill them, or can we
You
let them
never
live?
have to kill anybody.
Nope.
So we need River Mist. Where are you, River Mist? I need your token.
Before this fight starts, can you down a potion?
River Mist. You not before the fight starts, no.
Oh, okay.
Flask of wine. I will say this ahead of time. Their intention is to fight Scratch, not all four of you. So they're like standing out in front, and you guys walked up. Like this. Now you can click your token and get in on the initiative. Roka's staying out of it unless you guys target him.
How do we send our initiative to the token after we roll?
You just click on your token and then roll it, and I'll update it. Like, what did you roll initiative initially? 23.
I
Okay,
rolled a nat 20.
cool.
I rolled a 15.
And I rolled a nat 1.
Oof.
5.
Okay. So, Scratch, you will be acting first.
Even though mine wasn't a nat?
Yeah, because your dex is higher.
Okay.
Yeah, so River Mist says, we already made a bet against you, and Flask of Wine, like, pulls off his bastard sword, and, yeah. I saw your token move, but I didn't hear you say anything.
To quote the immortal words, fuck them kids.
Okay. Okay. So that the first one hits. The second one does not. Okay. Now are you doing lethal or non-lethal? Just out of curiosity.
Non-lethal.
Okay. So you just want to give them a beating.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you want to do?
No.
Okay.
That was how much? That was how much of my movement?
Yeah, like 15 feet.
Shoop.
Okay, Flask of Wine's gonna swing at you if you do that.
Oh. He's gonna swing at me either way. Actually, he's gonna swing at me either way. Hang on.
Yeah, valid.
Let me think. Let me think about this one. Right there.
Right where?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna like shoot back?
Yeah.
Okay. He misses. He rolled a 12, and so he like dunks the bastard sword down on the ground and like hisses at you as you shoot back up. Ren?
Can I do non-lethal damage with a crossbow?
very carefully.
But yeah, I just asked to make sure.
Oh my
Not
God.
typically, no, because it is a lethal implement, but if you take disadvantage on your attack, I'll let you. As you, like, pointedly aim for non-lethal places to shoot.
Yeah. I admit, I'm just trying to think, because I don't really have any good non-lethal weapons.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could just kill them, like...
Yeah, but, I mean, the thing is, in the other cases, we got jumped by a bunch of guys, and it felt like we had to. Here, I'm kind of hoping not to if we don't have to. At the very
Okay.
least, it doesn't immediately benefit me.
Okay. So,
Okay, I'll try to go for a non-lethal attack on the crossbow.
on Flask of Wine or River Mist?
Flask of wine.
Okay. Make your attack with disadvantage. Does not hit, I'm afraid. So River Mist is going to lunge at Scratch. She's gonna. Yeah, she's gonna make 2 claw attacks. She hasn't gone for her sword yet. First attack, 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Second attack, 17 to hit.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points of slashing damage. And again, she
2d4. Fuck.
what?
2d4. Holy shit.
Well, no, that was both attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She only does 1. So yeah, she like slashes at you with her claws, and again, she's just trying to drive you back and down, trying to get you to like run off. Flask of Wine, I think, like lumbers to his feet, looks at the quarrel on the ground, and he looks up and like narrows his eyes at Sparky. And he goes to take a step towards you, and River Mist, as she's like trying to pull Scratch to the ground, says something in like Tabaxi. Scratch, you hear River Mist say, "We don't need that one." And then Flask just like walks up to Scratch, and he's gonna try to drop the sword on him.
Gonna
Oh,
what?
Just let the bastard sword drop on you. 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
taking AC.
Dr. Lorelei.
Help. I know Call of the Wave cannot be used combatively. Is there any water nearby?
I mean, yeah, there's probably always water within a close distance, given how much Schult rains. It just depends on how much you need for a given thing.
I think she's more or less just going to try and, like, I don't know, get the other two's attention to, like, kind of call off the fight. Like, no, bad cats.
You want to just, like, throw water at them?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you could make a spell attack. It won't do any damage, but, like, if you want to make a spell attack against one of them and just, like, throw water at them, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it doesn't do damage, would that break Oath?
They attacked Scratch. If that, to you, is enough for you to step in, then so be it, but they have not only have they not attacked you, they made a point not to. So...
Then I don't think she's going to try and do that yet then. I think she's going to move forward and, like, prep herself to, like, help Scratch once it gets bad.
Like, make an insight check for me, Dr. Lorelei. It just won't cost your action. I was actually going to set the DC at 5. Like, this is pretty obvious. Like, River Mist has a sword on her belt. She hasn't gone for it. She's literally just trying to beat Scratch into submission. Like, she's not trying to kill him. It sucks. Like, it's a street fight. It's a, you know, it's a thing. Someone is going to walk away from this injured and potentially die, but it's not a life and death matter. She's trying to intimidate him.
Then I think I'm just going to use my action to give Scratch Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Okay. You might want to consider healing him, because he's like, he's getting fucked up.
Wait, right? Right, fuck. So yeah, just... Would I be able to do my healer's kit with the position he's in right now, or no?
No, because he's like half grappling with River Mist at the minute. Like, he's not grappled per se, but she's trying to, like, disarm him and scratch him up real good. So she's, like, right in his face.
My only spell that could help, I have to be able to make touch contact with.
You can touch his back, you just can't use the healer's kit.
Alright then, I'm just gonna use my last spell slot and cast Cure Wounds.
Alright. So Scratch, you get your Bardic Inspiration, and you get whatever Dr. Lorelei is about to give you.
Plus my spell casting mod.
Cast your spell. Brick, you're on deck.
Alright.
This music sounds so tabaxi to my ears. Okay, you got 6 healing, Scratch. Brick, you're up.
Good, I got everything back.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm not gonna want to try and kill them either, so I think gun and sword are out of the question, but I think I'm going to try and tackle Flask of Wine.
Okay, Flask of Wine is quite a bit bigger than you. Like, you're both medium creatures, but Flask of Wine is like 6'5", and Brick is like 4'8", right? You can still do it, but I'm gonna give him advantage on his defense roll. So if you want to like just run up and make an athletics check and try to like bowl him over, you totally can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Cool. Do it.
Sorry, I accidentally double-clicked.
No worries. Mine didn't take for some reason. There it goes. Okay, so with advantage, he outrolled you, but it was relatively close. So I think you can make him drop his sword. You can't knock him down, but you can knock the sword out of his hand. So you like run up, like
he's gonna do that.
Like you start to go for your gun, and you're like, probably shouldn't. You like run up and you go to like. I'm assuming you try to like hold your arms out, get him around the waist, and drag him to the ground. So I think that the hit to the solar plexus makes him drop his sword. So you're like there. Whoop, shit. You're like there. You like hit him in the solar plexus, knock the wind out of him. His sword clatters to the ground, and you've got him grappled, but you didn't knock him down. So you didn't get what you want, but you got an advantage.
All
right. So top of the round, I think Roka like steps out of the doorway just in case, and he's just like watching. Scratch, it is your turn. You've got River Mist in your face, and that's kind of all you can see at the minute. You know that Flask of Wine missed with his sword, and then like you heard an impact, but your bigger concern right now is the angry Tabaxi in your face. What would you like to do?
Right.
I say angry.
Punch.
She's not angry. She's just like making a point.
Punch.
You could have punched her? Alright. Both of those might hit. Let me check. Yeah, both of those hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay.
All non-lethal.
Sorry? Non-lethal.
All non-lethal.
Cool. Alright, so you hit her pretty good. You like get a punch under her chin. I think she she falls back a pace and like wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, and she says something to the effect of like, "I taught you that."
You did, and I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've been able to use it because I've been wearing armor. Ditched it recently.
Sparky, you're up.
All right. At this point, can I give guidance to Scratch?
Yeah, totally.
All right, that might be my best at this point.
What does guidance do, and what does it look like?
Okay. Guidance, basically, target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
Nice.
No, wait, that's... So, in my particular case, I would imagine it would be like... For an artificer, it would be like taking out a glowing coin and, or a glowing metal object. Against Spark, Scratch for a few seconds, infusing him with, I guess, whichever trait he needs next. It's kind of like energy. Generally.
Cool. So you just like zap him with energy. Okay, Scratch, you've got 2 buffs on you at the minute, friend.
And then
now might be a really good time to talk them down.
What's guidance mechanically again?
1d4 to a skill check of your choice. So you effectively have a d6 and a d4 if you want to roll persuasion against these guys on your next turn. Just a thought.
Okay.
So that's a minimum +2, maximum +10. River Mist is going to just get back in there and try to take you out. Uh, 5 to hit, doesn't hit. 6 to hit, doesn't hit. Flask of Wine is currently grappled by Brick. He's going to try to break out. Can I get another athletic check from you, Brick? He rolled an 18, so... Oof. Unfortunate. So I think he just, like... He does that thing where, like, raises up and spreads his arms and, like, forces you to let go. And he looks down at you. And I think... because River Mist is currently distracted, she can't tell him not to. I think he's just going to bring both of his fists down on your head in a hammer motion. Yeah. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage.
Alright.
He has a much harder roll than that!
And that's going to be his turn. Dr. Lorelei?
Jeez. How does everyone look?
Scratch is currently getting wailed on.
Despite her more or less pathetic modifier, I think she's going to try and pull Scratch back.
Okay, you want to try to grab Scratch and haul him back? Okay.
Yes. Strength?
Yeah, strength. Scratch, do you resist?
Probably a little, because he's trying to make a point himself.
Athletics or acrobatics? Your choice. Your choice. Just pick one. So, Dr. Lorelei, you cannot move him.
Nice. Time to back down now!
Okay. That's your. You want to do anything else?
Not part.
Okay.
There isn't anything I can really.
Sergeant, you're up.
Alright, so Rick doesn't much appreciate being punched.
No.
He's officially in Tavern Brawl mode.
Nice.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Oh,
Go
no.
get him.
Oh
He's
no.
gonna punch this cat in the gut.
Nice. Just all right. You hammered me in the fist.
It's just
Do it.
about a D20 plus my strength
It is a
modifier.
if you have a melee attack, you can just make that. You're proficient with your fist.
Please do not
All
call me
right.
the little children.
I'll just roll my scimitar then.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that hits. So what's your strength modifier?
4.
Okay, so you deal 5 damage to him.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, you punch him in the stomach, and he staggers back. And the look on this large Tabaxi's face is, holy shit, Shrimp Toast has a hook. And he like rubs his stomach and he stares at you for a minute before, moving back up. And he like puts his fists up. Because you're standing over his sword. He can't get to it. So he just like puts his fist up and starts to like inch back towards you. Scratch, you're up. Guidance will fade at the end of your turn.
I think that's enough, you two. I've made my point and you've made yours. We can be off to Fort Balerion now if we stop.
Make a persuasion
And I'll
check.
assist you in reconstituting whatever money you lose in your bet.
Okay. You want to let that stand, or do you want to use your buffs?
I want to use my buffs.
Okay. So roll a d6 and a d4.
Plus 8.
Okay. Okay. So, you say that, and River Mist had been, like, moving in to scratch at you again. She stops. And in Tabaxi, she says, she says, "Are you breathing?" And Flask of Wine, like, looks over, still got his hands up. He glances at River and nods. And she lowers her claws. You see her claws, like, go back into her fur. And she nods. She says, "You got stronger. I don't appreciate that."
Well, I am younger than you. It's only natural.
You, the one wearing the metal breastplate. Let my brother get his sword.
Brick lowers his fists, back off.
Yeah. Flask of Wine reaches down, picks up his sword, puts it back on his back, clips it on. River Mist nods slowly. You might survive in the jungle, Scratch.
I'm insulted by the might.
We all might die. We're not Azaka. Seriously, how
You
does
may
she do
be
it?
right. Do what?
It's her playground. You know it as well as I do. She just goes out there at all hours of the day and night, comes back with food and treasure and nothing else.
As her advertisements say, she was raised there. Me, I had to grow up around it. You learn what you have to learn.
She like wipes her mouth again. Next time, don't learn how to punch so well. She like spits.
I think at that, Sue Lorelei kind of speaks up. Do either of you need medical treatment?
What are you, some kind of healer?
That's a
Just
word.
let them get just let them get some hard drinks into them. Trust me, me and Brick have seen worse.
I think I hit the one pretty hard.
Part of my job is to offer medical help to all, friend or foe, regardless of moral standing.
In your
Moral
defense,
sta-
Brick, you did try
River
drop.
Mist like puts her fist on her hips, like, moral standing? You don't even know me.
Friend or foe, I have to help, is basically what I meant to say there.
She like chirps something to Flask, who nods like rather sharply, and she looks surprised. She says, and she like her eyes widen and she like leans back like really, and then she looks at Brick like holy shit, and then River looks back at you, Dr. Lorelei, and she says, "What do? You pull out a leech and I'm leaving."
I don't have leeches. Don't worry, I don't have leeches. And she kind of runs her through like the process, like, oh, if you guys like, if skin broke, I can stitch it back up, I can patch it. I'm a surgeon, and she runs down like the processes of like surgeons. She probably like points to Scratch's arm once or twice.
Yeah. The River is like listening and nodding along. She says, "Well, yeah, nothing is wrong now. Well, I just got into a fight, but nothing is wrong now. But if you could do something about tomorrow, I'd be grateful. My
What's
lips
tomorrow?
going to swell."
For that, I can definitely recommend getting something cold and putting it on that. That would help the bruising go down much faster.
You say cold, and she looks up at the sky and back at you like, have you been in the sun too long? Cold? And choked?
Basically, what it would do is it
Let
would
me
take
just
the
swim
bruising
out to
down.
the glacier, yes.
Even a damp cloth would help.
Damp with what?
Well, water, medical equipment. If it's really hurting, alcohol.
Tej?
Tej?
I am unaware of the medical uses of Tej, if I'm perfectly honest.
It tastes good. It gets you drunk.
In the sense of
Problem?
speaking, it's a cure-all. You know.
She gestures at
long
Scratch
as-
like, see, he gets it.
Probably a very good anesthetic. I'll have to keep that in mind.
And what?
Anesthetic, a painkiller. Like, usually what my organization would use would be like high gradient moonshine.
Yes,
If we
it's a
have to
very
perform an
good
invasive-
painkiller. Scratch, let's go get some painkiller.
I have work to do. I'll get painkiller tomorrow, or whenever we come back.
And like River Mist like grumbles something, Flask of Wine, I get them confused, grumbles something, and River Mist like looks surprised, looks over, and she looks back at you. She says, do you have an actual painkiller?
Would I?
Do you?
Give me a second to check my items. I might have something. I don't have any magical healing, if that's what they're asking.
Yeah, Flask of Wine like comes over, like rubbing his stomach. And like you can like if you examine him, Dr. Lorelei, like he's already got a bruise with like, you know, mild like dermal layer internal bleeding. Brick clocked him
good
pretty
God.
hard.
Brick, good God. Would the healer's kit be of any use with that?
Your best.
Would what?
The healer's kit be of any use for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then
it's
I
for.
think she's going to.
That's what it's for.
Then yeah, she's going to be like, all right, hold still, and pull out her healer's kit and go to work
Yeah, you
on
like
that.
like clean him up, put a bandage around his stomach with like some like numbing salve.
Yeah.
You know, he's protesting, but River Mist is like keeping him calm. You finish up. Go ahead and roll a charge of your healer's kit, so 1d6 plus 4.
All right.
Yeah. So you finish up, and Flask of Wine like mumbles something, and River Mist says, "What? Really?" And then she looks back at you. She says, "You're good."
I was trained. Very proud.
Oh, believe me, I'm more and more glad she's on the team every day.
Right, speaking of teams, and River Mist is like stretching. When do you want to leave for the fort?
Well, the plan was we are supposed to go to the Portmaster and, well, we'll be on our way.
Who?
The Portmaster. I forgot his name.
Shit. Zendar? I think.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zendar. By the way, this is Dr. Lorelei's theme. I have it marked as "You'll live."
Oh my god.
As I-
Or not.
Additionally, as I told you earlier, my friend, on my name, scratched face of a gold coin, son of dented face of a silver coin, and grandchild of twisted face of a bronze coin. I shall help you reconstitute whatever you lose on this bet.
Alright, what do you need with Zendar, though?
He's sending us to the port.
Oh.
Cheating, yes, but when do I do anything else?
So you're taking a boat?
A boat there, then coming through the jungle back.
Bastard. Roka
Cannot.
like gets up and he walks over. He says, "Well, that makes my job easier then. I only need to go one way."
Oh, you're here. He like raises his hand.
And gestures back at the door. I watched the show.
Anyway,
What are you going to do
Also,
about the
I
dragon
told-
turtle?
Well, if it becomes a problem, die. Simple.
Okay then.
Right, so when do you want to leave exactly?
Whatever his name is, I already forgot again.
Zendar.
Whenever Zendar says it is time. Though I presume he will have. Oh fuck. I presume he will have work for me and my group first.
Alright. River Mist says. Are you supplied?
We have some.
Who's carrying the water? And she immediately puts a paw against her nose. Flask of wine does the same.
Yeah, Scratch immediately like, oh fuck, I know this game.
I don't think Sue kind of registers what's going on, but I also don't think she's strong enough to carry anything else.
I imagine Ren would at least kind of immediately notice the reactions and probably do it himself, realizing what's going on.
Wait a moment. He like pulls his hand down. I don't care who carries the water because there's only one person who will.
You?
Tilt's
No.
head.
Sparky.
Which one is Sparky?
The gnome.
What's a gnome?
The short one.
She looks
The
at
very
Frick.
short one. No, other short one. Very short.
Looks at Sparky, raises an eyebrow. It's going to carry a barrel of water. How?
At this, Sparky sighs a bit. We got something that was very useful from the prince.
Oh shit, you right. Out of character, I totally forgot.
I literally just remembered.
Which prince? How? What? You're not making any sense. I don't like that
Well-
one. It doesn't make sense.
Do you remember that drunken bet I made with Prince Wakongo Tam?
Yes, you never shut up about it.
He finally called in his favor.
What? These three?
Mm-hmm.
How do they know the prince?
Oh, they don't.
We know a lady who did know the prince, though.
I forgot her name.
Sindra
The
Sylvain.
Sylvain.
Yes.
Miss Cylindra Sylvain sent us here.
Who?
Very. How do I put this? Very. I guess you could.
All right. Next question. Why are you here?
They're here to deal with the plague.
What plague? Oh, that plague! What?
Mm-hmm.
Them? You?
Apparently, Cindra Sylvain is. He starts like slowly turning, looking at the others as he says this. A powerful mage who tracked the source?
Yes, she
Yes.
tracked a very powerful source of a very unpleasant sort of magic here to Cholt.
She's
And-
also. Oh, go ahead.
And you, the three of you are going to save the world.
Or
Oh.
die trying.
All right.
It's my job to for the dying part.
Right. Okay. So that makes sense for the three of you. Scratch. What? You? Really? Not Azaka?
Well, it was probably cheaper for the prince. I'm not really sure why.
Does she switches to the Cholton dialect? She says, "Does the prince actually have faith in them?"
He switches as well. He gave them a free bag of holding.
She switches back to common and she says, "Do you need a guide? A good guide?
They
Not
have
him?
a guy.
You can't trust any of Jabal's flunkies.
I'm not with Jobal.
If they also can't trust you.
Okay, that's fair.
They're going to save the world. Or die trying.
I did get bit by an Allosaurus to protect them.
You got bit by a
earlier.
what? When?
Little while ago.
Today?
Collect-
A friend
Today.
creature.
You look fine.
That
Yes.
was surgery.
After the
Oh,
doctor
I just-
attended to it. You should have seen it before.
Can the little one shoot lightning?
Lightning, you say. At that, Ren just goes back to immediately start like the thinking look again.
Oh god, I think you gave him an idea.
Oh no. I
Okay, so that one, he points at Brick, has this little thing, right? It calls thunder and it fucking destroys whatever it hits,
he
right?
apparently punches hard enough to. Well, she just gestures a flask of wine.
Right. Well,
You caused-
this
You caused
Go
some
ahead.
skin bleeding, and it was a pretty bad bruise.
right. Well, this thing he has, right? It's called a gun. That one made it. He came up with them.
Right, these three might actually be capable of saving the world. Why are you going with them?
Because I need to earn the right to name my child what I want to.
How many do you have?
I don't have a child yet.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. All I know is
Having.
All I know is this world needs to be a better place, and that needs to be by my hand before gilded face of a platinum coin comes in.
You are not naming your child that.
It's a family tradition.
Azaka
For
will
once, I'm-
kill you if you name her child that.
Ah. There's like this face. There's this face that you should equivalent to hearing a fax machine noise.
Yup. a goose squawks in the distance. Uh-huh.
No, Henrietta clucks.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, doesn't even give it and scratch the eye.
Prince Xanthi would be more likely, but
I mean, yeah, probably.
the point is,
The point is,
it's time I
you
grew
need
up.
us.
And you can come along for as long as you like.
So, wait. Just to clarify, before River Mist runs her mouth, just to clarify, once again, Brick is not wearing an insignia, right?
No.
Cool. So she says, wait, the fucking fist is responsible for the plague?
No.
Then why are you going to the fort?
Points a thumb at Brick.
What?
Oh boy.
Apparently, they're not all murdering racists.
He
Are you sure?
pulls out his insignia. I've been ordered by my superiors to deal with the murdering racists.
Never mind, we're not going. Come on, class, let's go inside. Let's get some Tej. She's already
sure?
like turning back into the Thundering Lizard.
Are you sure? You get to kill one of Jobal's men.
She stops.
Uncomfortable doctor noises.
I'm not going into the jungle with one of them, Scratch, and if you're smart, you won't either.
Saved my life from the Triceratops.
In the city?
Saved my life from Azaka.
Why? She looks incredulously at Brick.
Because it's what I do.
No, you don't.
Because I fight against what everyone thinks of the fists. You think I don't know about the corruption? You think I don't know about our reputation? I'm trying to fix that.
Really?
I didn't believe it at first either.
Let me tell you something, Outlander. Something that Scratch probably has not told you. Because Scratch never goes out into the jungle. Do you know what they're doing, Scratch?
Something about the Yeti.
They're claiming the ruins.
No.
All of them.
What?
What?
Kills
No.
her.
That's not fair. It's not theirs.
They're writing papers for anyone to go out into the jungle, as if they have the authority to do so.
This isn't. I think like he's like progressively getting more frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is his tail starting to do that bushy cat tail thing and like the back?
Oh yeah, like his hair is going up. Like, these runes mean a lot to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their land. It's not their land.
Oh, you're missing the best part, Scratch. If their army, they have an army, she glares at Brick, catches you, a native, out in the jungle, without one of their papers, which you have to pay for, by the way, guess what they do?
Attacked.
They tie you up and throw you in the river.
Allow me to ask you something then. How do you think I, a dwarf, got so far in the Flaming Fists?
Because
Okay,
you're practically
no.
human.
For being a human organization. You don't understand. Even in Baldur's Gate, I'm treated with prejudice. I had to fight tooth and nail to get where I am.
They're looting our kingdom.
They're reaching into our heritage and pulling out its heart, Brick. They're reaching into our forests, our jungles.
Oh no, they're burning the jungle.
Your group that you're so adamantly trying to fix is breaking our land because I don't know why. I don't care why. I
Omu.
want them gone.
They're looking for the lost bloody city.
No, that's mine. Are they really?
That's the rumor.
He looks Brick dead in the eyes. That is mine.
Brick can't make eye contact.
He's got
I'm
three
trying-
Tabaxi glaring at... Three Tabaxi and a Cholton glaring at you.
This is my home, my land, and that city is meant to be my family's legacy. And what is your organization that you think is fixable doing?
You think I'm not upset? You think I don't want to fix this?
You fix it,
You think-
burn the fort. Burn it down.
I'm only one man. Not even a man in the eyes of the fists.
Then why defend them?
Because their leader is a great man. A man who would not tolerate this if he knew what was going on.
Then why doesn't he?
Because, once again, he is only one man. That's why I'm here. To be his eyes and ears.
Well,
I'll do what I can.
Ren at this point stops having the look on his face, is clearly listening to conversation, and turns towards the Tabaxi.
Which one?
River Mist.
River
That's
Mist.
the main one.
Yeah, River Mist is the one that talks, yes.
Yeah. You know, if you came with us, there's a more than likely high chance that you might have an opportunity to impede or even have a chance of taking out your frustrations on some fist members that are not exactly adherent to the organization anymore.
I like my ears where they are, thank you.
True, but from what I understand, if you think we can save the world, what makes you think we can't help take down a fort?
Oh, I have every faith that you can. I'm just not convinced that you will.
Fair. Well then, let's put it this way.
She holds a hand up to, like, stop you.
Let's put it this way. Ask Zendar about the pirates. That will tell you
What?
all you need to know.
Okay.
I'm not going with you. Broca, you can keep my fee. I'm not going into the jungle with one of you.
Very well.
How much did you bet?
Don't worry about it, Scratch. Just watch your tail.
Brick is going to the bar.
You go inside the Thundering Lizard. When you go inside, I think Flask of Wine like shoulder checks you as you walk past him.
Brick doesn't have any words left. Just kind of scoffs at him.
Head inside the bar.
I can't speak for the Outlanders, Scratch. Be careful.
Yeah, I think Scratch is just rubbing his face. Like he does not know what to do here.
So I think like Flask of Wine like mumbles something, and River Mist nods. She says,
Yeah. We'll be at the fishery if you need us.
which is a double-edged sword for you, Scratch. Like, cool, you know where they are if you need backup. That means they're gonna go talk to Madame Red.
No, please. He like puts his hands together in that pleading sort of. Whatever you do not tell Madame Red. Tell her none of this.
I don't know what the prince sees in them.
She says in the Cholton dialect.
But they're dangerous. Perhaps this plague calls for desperate measures. But that means you're being thrown to the wolves.
It was bound to happen someday.
I think our community leader needs to be informed.
Perhaps she can teach me some new tricks.
He laughs and he laughs in the fear of that might entail.
They turn to leave. Roka is like completely silent. He looks grave. He says, "Scratch, before you leave, come speak to me privately. I'm going to take a walk in the harbor."
Right.
He also departs, leaving Ren, Dr. Lorelei, and Scratch outside the bar.
All of you should head in. I'm going to attend to this now while I can.
The doctor nods.
Okay. Do you guys go have a drink with Brick?
The doctor isn't going to go drink. I think she's just going to go sit inside.
Okay. You sit
Red's
with Brick
gonna
or
go
by yourself?
She kind of takes the cue from Brick. If he wants company, she will. If he doesn't, she'll find somewhere else.
Okay. Do you guys want to have a scene, or should we stay with Scratch?
Brick doesn't feel like talking.
Okay. So Scratch, you jog to catch up with Roka, and he does that thing where he looks behind you to see if the others are following too, and they head into the Thundering Lizard, and he stops and he says, "That's why they agreed to guide me, Scratch.
Because of what they're doing.
He shakes his head. "Because what I'm going to do in the fort."
What are you going to do?
He reaches into his his tunic, and he pulls out something in his hand, and he holds his closed fist out in front of him. He says, "Give me your hand."
He holds it out,
And he
keeping an
drops
eye
it.
around.
Yeah, he drops a token into your palm. It's a token that the audience might recognize, and Gemsy will certainly recognize, but Scratch might not. It's an iron little coin with 2 entwined serpents on it. It's a symbol of the Zentarum.
I don't understand what this means.
You know as well as I do. Cholt is a battleground for a proxy war with the Lord's Alliance.
some mainlanders from the north, though I think further south than Baldur's Gate. They have reason to dislike the fist almost as much as we do. Their coin is good. They call themselves the Zentarum.
You're working for the fake thieves.
He nods.
You...
I am to get inside the fort and find evidence of the commander's wrongdoing. The Zentarum told me, in addition to my pay, that they would use that information to get the fist out of our land.
If that is what you want, I suppose your goal and Brick's are one and the same.
Are they?
From what he has said, his job is to investigate the leader there.
For his own operation, not for the Zentarum. The Zentarum want them gone, as do we.
Yes. Yes. From the sounds of things, they want to correct their own organization. I hold faith.
And takes the coin from you, puts it back in his clothes. He says,
I will not stop you.
Zendar doesn't
understand. I'm sorry?
Zendar doesn't know. He's changing the subject. What Rivermist said, she learned from me. The Zentarum... He looks around conspiratorially. I have some papers. I know you're not the biggest fan of paperwork, but listen for a second. All the ships that the pirates have captured, sunk, or the ships that have vanished in the last several months have been recorded. Of course they have.
They always are.
The Zentarum referenced those with all departures from Port Nyanzaru.
And?
Guess which ships were never touched?
I see.
If they were going to Baldur's Gate.
He does this thing that I like to call it the worst party trick you can be great at.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of turns it off.
Right.
Well, I suppose that's the way life can be sometimes, huh? You'll come along with us.
You're not bothered by this.
I'm crushed. But this is Port Nyanzaru. The moment you lose face, you lose coin, huh?
He nods acquiescent, like, yeah, you're right.
They tried to take our land, they tried to take my legacy. But I tell you, they will not take my smile.
Fine. You get me inside Fort Valerian. If there is proof of these pirates, that will be enough for... Well, it'll be enough for the Zentarum, and if that one's commander is as good as you say, it'll be enough for him too.
Right.
Don't worry. If they capture me, I won't give you away. Never miss, probably, but not you.
A good deal. Smells a little fishy. And he laughs a little.
Just get me inside the fort, and stand between me and that one's thunder,
Oh, that's asking a lot.
He's not going
Scares
to
the
be happy if I tell him. He's not going to be happy if he finds out on his own.
Oh, you mean, okay. I thought you meant the gun.
Yes. I did. The gun.
Oh. I
am
do what I can.
undermining him. I don't want him to shoot me.
I will do what I can.
That is all that I ask.
I am going to need Tej for this trip.
Probably, yes. Speaking of which, you don't have any insect repellent. Where is it?
I'll get it when I get the Tej.
Good luck. When do you want to leave?
Once I come back to the bar and gather the others, we'll... There is much to be done.
Alright. Well, I wish you luck, Scratch. I wish me
As
luck
do you,
too.
my lord.
Is there going to be difficulty if I kill Flaming Fist?
Only if you're not discreet.
Define discreet.
No one sees you.
Whose side are you going to be on?
Between you, the fist, and the part and the group I'm with?
Mostly me and the Fist.
Frankly speaking, my own.
I wouldn't expect anything less. And like slaps you on the arm and turns to go.
The surgery arm.
Probably.
Just smack. And he's gonna turn to go find what he mentioned.
Which is
Tej and bug repellent.
okay. I think that's a good last shot for the episode, and we can pick it up next week with the harbor master. I think yeah, the shot of Scratch alone on the street, you know, a whole lot of stuff weighing on him, and he's like, well, gotta go to work, puts a smile back on, right, and then we call it there. Good episode, guys.
Yay! Yee.
Sorry, Vader.
Huh.
So, I still don't have everybody's shout-out cards. That's partially on me, partially on my art team, but we can still do some shout-outs anyway. Vader, why don't you start us off?
I am the Journeyman Vader. I stream here on Twitch, and I am a keeper in Kit's Discord. You can find me there at twitch.tv/JourneymanVader and on Twitter at VaderSidious.
Hope you had fun tonight, Vader.
Oh, absolutely. This was a good session.
Cool. Honky, give us a shout-out.
Hello, I am Intangible Hawk. I am one of the many patrons on Kit's server and stream. I do some programming, do some art, and just basically, if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitch at Intangible Hawk or on the server, same name.
Thank you for being here, Honky. Hope you had fun. Sibs?
Am I exploding?
Nope.
Just making sure. Hi there. My name is Sibs. My name is Sibs, or Sibs143 if you want to try and find me anywhere. I'm an artist for Kids channel, and I also play in Curse of Strahd on Thursdays, and I do art for the channel. If you ever need me, feel free to @me on the Discord or shoot me a PM, and we can talk more privately.
Gamzee, give us a shout out, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm Guy Gamzee, the bot in training, getting a little more experience with every single show. I think this one was quite fantastic. I hope you did too. And if ever I'm needed, you can always find me in the Discord, on Twitter at the Homestuck Homie. Speaking of those places, myself and the Fox have a, well, starting to seem rather on again, off again show Wednesdays at 6 p.m. called Hitting the Books, where we go through different tabletop modules and book rule sets, and we have a Q&A section at the end. If you have a question for us, or you came up with one between showings, etc., send them to me. They'll be added in and addressed as soon as the Q&A section comes up in the next showing. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic rest of your night.
For my part, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the Masked Bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2020, which is 2 chances to catch a given stream. Tomorrow, I'll be back with Ghost of Tsushima in the afternoon if you're watching the live show, and we will hit the books that evening, where Guy Gamzee is coming back to help me work our way through the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Player's Handbook. I don't know if we're starting the Magic section yet, but it will be soon. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games. We'd absolutely love to have you. For now, I'm going to get out of here, but when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was felt here today over in their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your new favorite streamer that way. For now, as ever, it's time to close the book on today and leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time for another episode of Crown of Fangs and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.